Dahlberg, a junior, and number 24, Whitley Rasmussen. She is a junior. Your starters for Sandhills Thedford. Lineups brought to you by Three River, offering ridiculously fast fiber internet speeds at amazing prices. With Three Rivers Fiber Optic Network, your internet, cable television, and telephone service are unmatched in the area. Call 866-569-2666 or visit the web threeriver.net for more information on the services provided by Three River. They're your local broadband leader. Now the starting lineup for the 4 and 12 Ainsworth Bulldogs. The Bulldogs coached by Sandy Nelson, assisted by Katie Painter. The Bulldogs will start. Number 2, Jaylee Good, 5'5" and a sophomore. Number 4, Preslin Gucci, 5'2" and a senior. Number 11, Kinley Welke, 5'4" and a sophomore. Number 15, Willa Flynn, 5'8" and a sophomore. And number 22, Grayson Painter, 5'7" and a sophomore. Those are your starters for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are led offensively by Grayson Painter. She is averaging a little better than 16 points per game. Preslin Gucci at just shy of 8 points per game. Willa Flynn at 7 points per ball game are your offensive leaders for Ainsworth. Stats not available for Sandhills Thedford, but they've got a few good players. Martindale, Cox, Hakey, they can score when needed. Dahlberg and Rasmussen in the paint. They've got pretty balanced roster do the Knights. So we're here at McAndrew Gymnasium, and we will have the tip between the Bulldogs and Sandhills Thedford coming up. As Shane, interesting to see this one. Sandhills Thedford's got a quality record. They don't play probably quite the schedule, but they're a good quality athletic basketball team.
Yeah, Greg, and Ainsworth, as we all know, they don't have very much depth, so they're going to come out. The first quarter, they always play great, and then it seems like their legs start getting a little weak on them, but hopefully they can come out here tonight, and this is just going to be a great game between the two.
All right, we are going to take a break, and when we come back on KBRB, it will be the tip on our girls varsity game with the boys to follow between the Ainsworth Bulldogs and the Sandhills Thedford Knights.
Get your smile on at Ainsworth Family Dental. Dr. Mackenzie Owen and dental hygienist Lene Hansmeyer, along with their friendly staff, always strive for one common goal: to help their patients achieve and maintain a beautiful, healthy smile.
Locally owned and operated since 1953. Nelson Furniture, Main Street in Valentine, where more than the price is right. Agent on Main Street in Ainsworth for all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. That's State Farm Insurance on Main Street in Ainsworth. Good service at a good price. See Mike Schrod, your State Farm Insurance agent in Ainsworth.
Before you head out to your next destination, fuel up at Yogi's Place, Highway 20 in Ainsworth. And while in, make sure to fuel your body up with select sandwiches, snacks, candies, and beverages. They also have gift cards, too. Yogi's Place, Highway 20 in Ainsworth, is open Monday through Saturday.
Welcome you back here on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, and those joining us on the web, kbrb.net, as well as on the Ainsworth Public Schools live stream of this matchup between the Bulldogs and the Knights. Happy to partner with Ainsworth Community Schools to bring our audio broadcast to their video live stream of this matchup between the Bulldogs and the Knights tonight. Sandhills Thedford will be in their road black uniforms with the white numbers and letters and the green on both the tops and the trunks. Ainsworth will be in their home white uniforms with the red numbers and letters and the red stripes on the sleeve and shorts. Bulldogs will send out Jaylee Good, Preslin Gucci, Kinley Welke, Willa Flynn, Grayson Painter for the Knights, Cora Martindale, Callan Cox, Carly Hakey, Lainey Dahlberg, and Whitley Rasmussen. It is one senior in the starting lineup for the Knights in Carly Hakey. Bulldogs counter with one senior in Preslin Gucci. Well, Shane, I think turnovers are going to be a big key to this game, as well as can Ainsworth keep Sandhills Thedford, a taller team, out of the paint. They've got a batch of guards, but they've got a couple good inside players in Dahlberg and Rasmussen.
And that's, Greg, is where Ainsworth is going to find trouble. They got to stay out of foul trouble. Is going to be a big key there.
Yeah, I believe 7 in uniform tonight for the Bulldogs. And Ainsworth will go from left to right, from south to north, as we call it here in the first half. From our vantage point atop Ainsworth McAndrew Gymnasium as a tip into the hands of the Knights. And we'll see Ainsworth come out, it looks like, in a zone defense to start. High post Rasmussen dumps it down to Dahlberg, guarded by Flynn, puts up a shot too strong. Weak side rebound into the hands of Rasmussen. That won't go. Dahlberg puts it back. No, and the rebound finally tips into the hands of Grayson Painter. 3 looks for the Knights, but nothing to fall. And a 3 on the right wing. A West Plains Bank step back 3 for Grayson Painter to get the scoring going. And then a travel the other way on the Knights. So a good start for the Bulldogs. They get a stop after giving up a couple offensive rebounds. Painter knocks down her first shot on the wing. And Ainsworth out to the 3-0 lead on a West Plains Bank triple from Grayson Painter. Looks like box and one potentially. The defense is a 3 for Willa Flynn. Had it lined up just a little strong off the side iron. And the rebound down to Cora Martindale. Ahead it goes to Cox. Martindale up top as Ainsworth in the zone. They go inside to Dahlberg. Tries to go up and under Jaylee Good and gets it to go off the glass. Tough shot. Dahlberg knocks it in.
Boy, that's a nice move by her down low.
That little ball fake and then up and under. Just a, good post move. Painter guarded up top on a good crossover on Hakey. Pulls up in the mid-range and knocks it in from about 8 feet. Painter has the first 5 for Ainsworth. They are running a box and one on Grayson. Inside to Dahlberg again, looking down low. That should have been a double dribble, I thought, but instead it's a shot in the lane and good for Lainey Dahlberg. So it is the Dahlberg-Painter head-to-head battle thus far. 5-4 Bulldogs, a minute and a half in. They try to go to a cut in Painter. She only got one hand on it, saved it in bounds, but into the hands of Callan Cox. First turnover of the game on Ainsworth. Missed shot by Dahlberg, rebound poked around. Grayson Painter has a good job by Jaylee Good battling in there to keep it away from Rasmussen. On the wing, here's a 3 for Jaylee Good. That one's short. Willa Flynn saves it in bounds, but into the hands of Carly Hakey. 5-4 Ainsworth, 2 minutes in. They try to trap Cox. She looks inside, knocked away, saved by the Knights. On the wing, Martindale into the hands of Hakey. Back to Cox on the left side. Martindale, or make that Hakey dribble drive into the left corner. Brings it out to Martindale. High post to Rasmussen. Looking into the corner. Open 3 for Hakey. That one off the front rim. Good box out on the shooter by Kinley Welke for the Bulldogs. Ainsworth with a 1-point lead, 5-4 as they bring out a screen on the box and one. Painter turns the corner, pulls up for 3 on the right side. That too strong. Long rebound, though, out to Kinley Welke. Her put back just off the back of the rim. And then a foul on the rebound. Hakey brings down the board and is pushed and fouled by, I believe, Willa Flynn.
That'll be the first foul by either team here in this game.
5-4 our score. Ainsworth will go to a little full court pressure. Have Welke and Painter at the top of what looks like a little diamond and one press. Rasmussen on the wing to Cox, brings it into the middle. Loses a handle on it. It's stolen away by Grayson Painter. First turnover on the Knights. Painter takes it the other way and lays it in off the glass. Absorbs some contact for Cox. Grayson has the first 7. There's a steal by Painter in the backcourt, and she has a quick 9-point first quarter. 3 minutes in, the Bulldogs lead 9-4. Grayson Painter, an active start. There's Dahlberg, loses the handle on it, down after it. Jaylee Good, bodies on the floor. It's saved by Rasmussen. Good play, several players on the deck. Cox out top, gets it to Martinson on the left wing. Still 15 on the shot clock. Up top, here's Hakey. Looking on the baseline, jumper for Cox, too strong. Weak side rebound, that'll be a foul on Rasmussen as she went over Willa Flynn, who was positioned on the backside.
That'll be the first foul on Sandhills Thedford. Only one foul each team here in this quarter.
4:28 to play in our opening frame. It's a 9-4 lead. Ainsworth behind 9 from Grayson Painter, averages a little better than 16 per ball game. Boxing one on her. She drives in, double team, kicks it out to Flynn. She fires a three. Front rim, no. Rebound. Jaylee Good after it, and she saves it in bounds, but into the hands of Hakey. Bulldogs by 5. Rasmussen dumps it down low. The shot from Dahlberg won't go. She gets it back. Put back, no. And the board knocked around, and Painter finally secures it for Ainsworth. Couple offensive rebounds for Dahlberg, but could not get those shots inside to fall. It's an 8-5 rebounding edge, Shane, for Sandhills Thedford thus far, and a lot of those on the offensive end. Flynn from 16, misses on the wing, and the rebound down to Dahlberg. Ahead, here's a three for Martindale. That one too strong. Put back on the weak side for Rasmussen, no. And the board cleared by Preslin Gucci. Another offensive rebound. We're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Sandy Nelson. I'm sure going to talk about the rebounding early on, as a lot of second looks for Sandhills Thedford, but Shane, they've not been able to capitalize on a lot of those.
They have not, Greg. There's been, I'd say, at least 4 or 5 offensive rebounds here. I have them with, what do we got, 6-10 rebounds to Ainsworth 6.
Yep, plus 4 on the glass so far, but only 2 players in the scoring column, as it is Grayson Painter with 9, Lainey Dahlberg with 4, and that's our score here in the first quarter.
And improve with Tim's Construction of Ainsworth. Additions, kitchens, bathrooms, roofing, drywall, window replacement, siding, even custom built homes start to finish. Call Tim's Construction of Ainsworth for a free, no obligation quote at 402-760-0162.
No overpriced lawn services, no headaches. Call on Spec Lawn Care in Ainsworth. Grant Spec offers mowing services, landscaping, seasonal cleanup, and more. You can even reserve your mow day and rate for next season now. Call or text 402-760-1808.
A 9-4 start for the Ainsworth Bulldogs, 4-12 on the year. Season rapidly dwindling here. Ainsworth, of course, not in a conference tournament this year. First year as an independent. So lost a couple of games and changing schedules around with not making as many trips to the interstate. Good crossover for Painter. Gets it on the baseline, gets shut off on the help, gets it to Flynn. Her shot is swatted. That block made by Martindale. And the rebound comes down to Hakey. Hakey on the drive, puts up a tough runner from 13. Rebound knocked around into the hands of Rasmussen. And again, Shane on the offensive glass for Sandhills Thedford.
It was, Greg, and that's 2 points off of the offensive rebound.
Rasmussen gets it to go. First bucket for her. 9-6. Painter double teamed in that box and one. Gets it to Gucci, around to Welke. Kinley off the drive. Saved on a great diving play by Gucci on the lost ball by Welke, but it's into the hands of the Knights. Hakey will work to the lane. She throws it inside for Rasmussen. Tough catch. She makes it, and she's going to travel with the basketball. Shot was good, but a good challenge inside by Gucci and good to force the shuffle of the feet from Rasmussen.
It's going to be 3 turnovers on each team here late in the first quarter.
9-6 Bulldogs, 2.5 to play. Gucci will now bring it up for Ainsworth. You have Callan Cox shadowing Painter inside. Nice find for Willa Flynn. She is fouled on the shot, so having Gucci bring the ball up, she goes into the post, and Willa Flynn was posted up in good position, draws the foul on Lainey Dahlberg.
It's going to be the first foul on Dahlberg. The first person to go to the line here tonight's Flynn.
So Willa averaging about 7 points per game for this Bulldog team. Free throw good. Sophomore on the board. It's a young team. Outside Gucci, it's all sophomores for the most part for this Ainsworth team, and then Lily Beal, the freshman. They'll have some reinforcements coming next year. Good crop of 8th grade kids playing basketball this year as Flynn knocks in both free throws, and the Bulldogs back up by 5. Sandhills Thedford breaks the pressure. Inside high post to Dahlberg into the corner. Martindale back to Dahlberg. Shot off the glass, in and out. Rebound. Nice job by Flynn battling with Rasmussen and tips it into the hands of Kinley Welke.
Kinley with her third rebound here early in the game.
Painter guarded tightly by Cox in the box and one. Actually, it's looking like a triangle, and no, they're going straight man-to-man now, has Sandhills Thedford. Went away from the box and one and going straight man-to-man. Good save by Gucci on the wing, and then her pass is knocked out of bounds by Dahlberg. You just don't look for that box and one a lot, so you see a player shadowing another player, and you think man-to-man, and then you see the others in that route around the lane. But this does look truly now like man-to-man defense. Gucci open for three on the inbound catch off the front iron. They battle for the board, and Dahlberg gets it ahead to Rasmussen, who is ahead. And she lays it up, misses the shot, and the rebound down to Kinley Welke. 4 boards already for Welke. Here's Gucci on the deep left wing, skips it to Jaylee Good. On the right wing to Kinley Welke. Out top, Gucci open for three. Preslin off the front iron, had it lined up, and the rebound down to Dahlberg. 6 rebounds for Dahlberg, ahead to Hakey. Down low to Rasmussen, shot up, won't go. Rebound tipped around, Willa Flynn comes out of there with it. Bulldogs battling on the boards now, Shane. They're sometimes having to try to tip it to a teammate with the height disadvantage. Gucci fires from the left wing, inside three-point range, in and out. And the rebound down to Callan Cox. Neither team has made a sub yet as Jaylee Good knocks the entry pass out of bounds. So both teams just sticking with the 5 starters thus far. We're down to 55 seconds in the opening quarter, 11-6 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. It is the Bulldogs leading the Knights by 5. Inbound to Dahlberg, gets it to Hakey. 25 on the shot clock. She steps in from 18 and knocks it in. Carly Hakey on a little step-in jumper.
That makes the third person for the Knights to get on the scoreboard.
11-2. 8. Gucci drives into the middle, and she is fouled on a shot, I believe. They are going to give Preslin 2.
That's going to go on Martindale, going to be her first. The third team foul, send Preslin to line for a pair.
So Gucci, the lone senior on this team, will be at the line with 36 seconds to play, and the Bulldogs up by 3. Have to grab my free throw stats as Preslin knocks that one in. On the season, Gucci is a 62% free throw shooter.
Do see Haley DeMitt, a senior, check in for the Knights.
Yeah, Dimmitt, one of the only 2 seniors on the roster for this Sandhills Thedford team, so she's our first sub of the game. Second free throw a little too strong for Preslin. Rebound down to Lainey Dahlberg. How about 7 rebounds in the first quarter for Dahlberg? Here's Dahlberg, high post, shot good from 14 on the assist by Cora Martindale.
7 rebounds, 6 points.
Down to a 2-point game. Ainsworth can hold for the final shot if they choose. Painter with the basketball, gets a screen from Flynn. They double team Grayson off of that. With 12 seconds, skip pass to Kinley Welke on the left wing, and she's going to travel with the basketball. So Sandhills Thedford will get a chance at the last shot of the quarter. 12-10. Ainsworth by 2, boys varsity to follow. They get it to Dahlberg, into the hands of Hakey with 7. Cox on the right side. Goes back to Hakey, turnaround jumper to beat the buzzer, won't go. Rebound knocked out of bounds as time expires. That'll take us to the end of a competitive first quarter on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Behind 9 points from sophomore Grayson Painter, the Bulldogs lead Sandhills Thedford 12-10. Second 8 minutes on the way next here from McAndrew Gymnasium.
Palmer Law Group, LLC, attorney at law in Ainsworth. They focus on you, the client, with complete legal services and with reasonable fees. Rob Palmer of Palmer Law Group, LLC, 121 East 2nd Street, a member of the KBRB Sportscasters Club.
Book a stay at Ainsworth's award-winning Roadway Inn, offering a wide range of amenities and perks, including a delicious breakfast to get your day started off on the right foot, pool, cozy, clean rooms, and so much more. Book online or call 402-387-1050.
Local news personalized with pictures. The Ainsworth Star-Journal, serving the community for more than 140 years. To subscribe or for assistance in promoting your business, contact the Ainsworth Star-Journal at 387-2844.
Greg Kinsey with you tonight for Ainsworth High School basketball, along with Shane Kinnick. And Shane, you can definitely see Grayson Painter a matchup problem for the Knights, but Sandhills Thedford doing a lot of work on the glass.
Yeah, Greg, and not only a lot of work on the glass and a lot of post work down there, which Ainsworth so far has been doing a great job on those post players, not letting them score at will on them.
Yeah, they're not shooting at a very high percentage, but you're right, they are making a concerted effort to get the ball into that low post in that 4 to 6 foot range. Painter double team, gets it to Gucci. She turns a corner, kicks it out to Welke. Bulldogs stay with the 5 starters. This one knocked away from Welke, saved by Jaylee Good. Good hands it off to Painter. She turns a corner. Out top to Welke. Still 13 on the shot clock. Kinley hands it off to Jaylee Good. Jaylee drives out to Willa Flynn. Looking inside, now to Welke. They get it to Painter, late shot clock with 3. She gets by the defender, takes a 3, top of the key and hits. It's a West Plains Bank triple again for Grayson Painter with 1 second on the shot clock. Gives the Bulldogs a 15-10 lead, and her defender just fell down. Martindale with it, tries to turn the corner. Tough little running hook shot with the right hand. That won't go, and the 4th rebound for Painter. Across the timeline, Ainsworth up by 5, 1 minute into quarter number 2. Flynn drives, has it knocked away on the help defense. Gucci on the ground after it, and then it'll be a tie-up between Painter and Haley Dimmitt. Possession arrow should probably give it to Sandhills Thedford. I think Ainsworth had the ball to start the quarter. Yes, it will be.
It's going to be turnover number 5 for the Bulldogs.
I don't
here.
count jump balls as turnovers, Shane.
Oh, well.
I don't count tie-ups as turnovers. I don't know what the official way to keep book is. Do you? No, I don't.
Okay.
Here's Hickey with the 3. Back rim. Long rebound, though, chased down by Lainey Dahlberg. Into the hands of Cox, and her jumper won't go. Long rebound, saved by Martinson inbounds. Or Martindale, rather. Hickey steps in from 16. Her shot hangs on the rim. No, Dahlberg on the glass. That's 3 offensive rebounds, Shane, on that possession.
Dahlberg is 2 points and 1 rebound away from a double-double here in the first half.
Gucci gets by Dimmitt, puts up a runner, can't get the shot to fall, but she's fouled again, and Preslin will head back to the line.
This is going to be the 2nd foul on Martindale. Preslin's 1 of 2 at the line so far tonight.
So Ainsworth is stuck with the 5 starters, has 7 in uniform for this Bulldog team. Sandhills Thedford has only taken 1 player off the bench in the warm-up uniform, as it will be Preslin Gucci at the line, 4-2. First one off the back iron. Preslin knocked in her first. She's now 1-4-3. Already 6th free throw attempt of the first half for Ainsworth. Sandhills Thedford has not attempted a free throw. Second one for Gucci. That one is good, so she splits the 2 on both trips to the line. And the Bulldogs lead by 2 possessions at 16-12. Cox into the hands of Martindale. High post to Dahlberg, finds Cox for a 15-footer, too strong. Weak side rebound, they battle for it. Martindale wins that battle on the baseline and gets the jumper to fall.
Martindale's first points of the game, her 3rd rebound.
Good bounces to Gucci. Gucci working against Dimmitt. Off to Jaylee Good. Jaylee drives, turns a corner, kicks it out. Willa Flynn for 3. That one off the side of the iron, and the rebound down to Dimmitt, and it looks like Preslin will get called with the foul.
That'll be the first foul on Preslin. First team foul of the quarter.
Yeah, just 2 whistled the entire game on Ainsworth thus far. Whitney Rasmussen back in, giving Martindale her first breather. 16-14 Bulldogs on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard with 5:37 to play in our first half. Boys varsity did fall. This one will get you updates from the GNAC semifinals. Westholt taking on Elkhorn Valley after Summerlin faces Plainview. High post Dahlberg again, looking down low. Rasmussen off the glass, good. Nice catch and shoot for Whitley Rasmussen on the assist from the high post, Lainey Dahlberg, and we're tied at 16. Painter hounded by Hickey, loses the dribble, needs some help. Gets it off to Jaylee Good. Hickey just sticking with Painter is good, works to the right wing. Gets it to Preslin Gucci. Gucci against Dimmitt. Loses the dribble, finds Willa Flynn. It's poked away from her, but a reach-in foul.
That'll be the 2nd foul on Dahlberg.
Yeah, 2 fouls on Dahlberg. She's had the great first half. 8 points, 9 boards, and now an assist. Tied at 16. Competitive first half here from McAndrew Gymnasium. Glad to be with you on KBRB. As it will be inbounded to Kinley Welke. Man-to-man defense for the Knights, as this one tipped into the backcourt, chased down by Jaylee Good. You can go into the backcourt if the ball's tipped by the opponent. Good bounces to Kinley Welke. Kinley puts up a runner from 15 off the glass and the front of the rim, and the rebound down to Rasmussen. Ahead quickly to Hakey. Nice find to Dahlberg. Can't get the shot to go, but she is fouled. Good find from Hakey to Dahlberg running the floor.
That's be Preslin Gucci picking up her second foul. Send Dahlberg to the line for the first trip tonight for any night.
Yeah, not much Preslin can do there. Either foul or make her earn them at the free throw or give up the layup on a nice find from Hakey. The free throw hangs around and falls. That one was on the rim for quite a while. Dahlberg with 9 now for the Knights. Sandhills Thedford has its first lead in quite some time. Maybe of the game. Second one won't go, and the rebound down to Painter. Grayson with a head of steam, gets past the first defender, has it knocked away by Dahlberg, and they'll say off the leg of Painter. Into the game? Yeah, go for it.
Shaylee Millicent, a sophomore, checks into the game.
Replaces Dahlberg, who goes to the bench with the 2 fouls. Ainsworth goes to the full court press. They're keeping 2 back defensively, so just 3 in the front court. Here's Hakey on the drive, puts up a little floater. That won't go. Rebound, though, down to Rasmussen underneath the hoop. Gets it to Dimmitt on the baseline. That shot, no. They battle for the board, and a tie-up between Flynn and Rasmussen. Boy, the rebound numbers are big now in favor of Sandhills Thedford, Shane. I have it 22-11, doubling up the Bulldogs on the glass. Ainsworth now down by a point, 17-16. Welke with the basketball, gets a screen from Gucci, kicks it out to Jaylee Good. Jaylee along the baseline, 12-footer, hangs on the rim, won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Dimmitt. Good challenge underneath by Gucci, battling with Dimmitt on the glass. Ainsworth will keep possession with a new 35.
Gucci gets all that 5'2" frame in there, trying to pull down some boards.
Inbound to Jaylee Good, takes a 3 on the wing. That's off the side of the iron. Tipped by Willa Flynn out of bounds. Knocks over the snare drum for the pep band over on the far side. And it goes over to Sandhills Thedford. Ainsworth led 12-10 after 1. Sandhills Thedford's outscored the Bulldogs 7-4 here in the second with 3:50 to play. The Knights lead by a point. Rasmussen up top to Hakey, now to Cox. Shut off on the baseline. Hakey turns the corner, pulls up from 10, and knocks it in. Carly Hakey now with 2 buckets. Sandhills Thedford leads by 3. The Knights 11-8 on the season. Bulldogs at 4-12. Painter, after 9 points in the first quarter, has been quiet here. Now she takes a 3 top of the key. That won't go. Jaylee Good after the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds by Rasmussen. Will stay with Ainsworth. Sandhills Thedford fans in front of us not real happy that the ball is staying with the team in white.
Well, I don't know that I disagree with them, but take what you get.
Foot on the line, long 2 for Painter. Knocks it in on Welke's inbound assist. Painter now with, boy, I got to do the math on that. 14 of Ainsworth's 18 points. And it's a 1-point game. Swinging around, here's Hakey again, trying to get to that mid-range. Kicks it out to Cox. They'll take a 3 on the left side. That one won't go from Dimmitt. Long rebound, though, out to Cox. Her shot off the glass, no. Offensive board put back for Rasmussen, no. Then Good with the rebound and a foul. Boy, the offensive rebounds for Sandhills Thedford, Shane, but
that foul's going to go on Dimmitt, going to be her first. The 13th foul for the Knights.
19-18 Bulldogs down by a point here at home. One more week of the regular season, then we're into sub-district basketball on the girls' side. Painter works down the right lane, puts up a tough runner on the baseline, in and out. Rebound, though, fought for, taken by Willa Flynn. Her shot won't go. Jaylee Good on the glass, no! And the board down to Whitley Rasmussen. 2 offensive rebounds for the Bulldogs that time. Had 2 good looks. 19-18, Sandhills Thedford leads by a point. Dimmitt on the right wing looking inside. Now they go to Cox for an 18-footer. Front rim, no. Rebound pulled away by Jaylee Good. One and done that time for Sandhills Thedford. Kinley Welke on the wing, works off the dribble, gets it off to Painter. Grayson loses the dribble, needs some help, finds Willa Flynn on the right wing as we hit the 2-minute mark. Gets a screen, Grayson swings it around to Good. Jaylee with a ball fake, pulls up from 12, off the back iron, and the rebound taken down by Shaylee Millicent. Ahead to Cox. Ainsworth gets back quickly defensively, but they leave Hakey wide open for three. Top of the key, swirls around and out. And another board for good. Jaylee up to 4 rebounds.
That's 3 of them in about 2 possessions.
Yeah, it is. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Sandy Nelson with 1:36. You know, sometimes, Shane, when you got a short bench, you use these timeouts just to strategically give your team a little breather.
And Sandy's been doing that all year long. Just every so long, she'll take a timeout just to give them a break because she doesn't have many subs and doesn't use many of the 2 that she has.
We'll come back on KBRB in just a moment. Tri-County Bank scoreboard, Sandhills Thedford 19-18 over the Bulldogs.
Join those who have not only found relief from pain, but a pathway to wellness with Finish Line Chiropractic. They're proud to offer soft leg tissue regeneration at the O'Neill office and in Bassett at the Rock County Hospital on Tuesdays. For appointments, go to finishlinehealth.com.
Buckley Steel of Ainsworth, Crane System Construction, Millwright Services, Dryer Repair and Support, Crane and Bucket Truck Services, and Design Planning. Consulting from the respected leader in the ag industry, Buckley Steel, 387-0347.
Greg Kinsey, Shane Kinnick, welcome you back here to Bulldog basketball tonight on KBRB. Tomorrow we'll make our way to Niobrara as we have seen the countryside here in the winter months. We'll be at Niobrara, Nebraska, USA for the third place games of the NVC tournament. North Central Niobrara Verdigris girls at 2. Stewart boys against CWC at 3:30. And then the 2 championship games will have St. Mary's and Elgin Public Pope John. Catch and shoot 3 in the right corner for Painter, won't go off the timeout. Rebound down to Tyla Held, who is in the game for the first time. Held, a freshman, came in on that timeout. Rasmussen to Dimmitt, skip pass, Hakey dumps it inside, looking for Millicent, and it's knocked out of bounds by Willa Flynn.
Good job by Willa moving her feet, getting around there to knock that out of bounds.
Minute 13 to play in the half. It's a tight one here. Largest lead has been 5 by the Bulldogs. Sandhills Thedford leads by a point. Hakey on the left side, dribbles through traffic in the Ainsworth zone. On the wing to Rasmussen, back to Dimmitt. Hakey into the left corner to the newly entered Tyla Held. They try the dump down, knocked away by Preston Gucci, stolen by Painter. Grayson one-on-one the other way, turnaround jumper, off the front rim, won't go. Rebound to Carly Hakey, her 5th board. About a 15 or 18 second difference, shot clock to game clock. 43 on the game clock, pull up 15-footer for Hakey is good on the assist from Rasmussen.
Give Hakey her 6th point of the game.
3-point lead for Sandhills Thedford, now about a 1 second difference, shot clock to game clock. Crossover Painter to Gucci, jumper on the wing, won't go. And the rebound down to Rasmussen, her 8th, and now Sandhills Thedford with a 3-point lead. Can hold for the last shot. Hakey dribbles out near the midcourt stripe by the Bulldog logo, now to Held. Inside, knocked away by Flynn, and then Painter is fouled, took a shot right across the jaw after the Sandhills Thedford turnover.
This foul's going to go on Held, going to be her 1st. Only the 4th team foul for the Knights.
So Al Ainsworth with 6.5 seconds to play in the half. They will throw it in to Jaylee Good with 5. Jaylee races into the front court, gets a look at 3, top of the key, side of the iron, and that'll close out the first half on the rebound by Shaylee Millicent. Competitive game here from McAndrew Gymnasium. The Sandhills Thedford Knights outscore Ainsworth 11-6 in the second and lead 21-18 as we head to our Tri-County Bank halftime show.
Better health care for your family, from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sandhills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
When you need to find a spot at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in, just try that, and roll off.
Ainsworth Auto Parts CarQuest Store, East Highway 20 in Ainsworth. Great people, great products, great prices.
Healthy cattle are the foundation of a healthy food supply. Consistent growth has allowed Bejan Feedlot to build trust with their customers, providing them with the ease of knowing their cattle are in great hands. Let Bejan Feedlot of Ainsworth guide you in your cattle feeding and agricultural endeavors.
Ainsworth Vision Clinic, Dr. Kathy Heinrich, serves this area with complete professional eye care. Vision care is available now from 8 a.m. to noon and 1 to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday with Dr. Kathy Heinrich at Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Call 402-387-1531 for an appointment.
Welcome you back here on KBRB AM 14, FM 106.3, and KBRB.net, as well as on the live stream from Ainsworth Community Schools as we get the halftime on our girls varsity game with boys to follow. It's been a tight one. 5 points has been the largest separation between these two teams. Bulldogs led 11-6 was their largest lead. They led 12-10 at the end of one. Sandhills Thedford outscores Ainsworth 11-6 in the second quarter, and this 3-point lead for the Knights has been their largest of the half. Both teams took care of the basketball. 5 turnovers on Sandhills Thedford. I had 4 on the Bulldogs. You'd probably have 5, Shane, I suppose, with the jump ball turnover.
I got 6 and 4. 6 for the Bulldogs, 4 for the Knights.
Okay. Well, we are here at the Tri-County Bank halftime show on KBRB. Sandhills Thedford leading by 3. Well, if you're looking to buy a home, build one, or refinance the home you have, the Tri-County Bank Home Mortgage Team is here to help. Go local because of the Tri-County Bank. They're not just your lender, they are your neighbors. So stop by one of their branches, Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, or O'Neill. Visit tcbhomemortgage.com. The Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, is an equal housing lender. We will take a break, come back, go through our first half statistics, and get our keys to the second half.
Farm Bureau Financial Services of Ainsworth offers you auto, home, and life insurance, annuities, and IRAs. Contact Angie Davis with Farm Bureau Financial Services, located on Main Street in Ainsworth.
VR Wireless is your one-stop shopping destination for all of your communication needs. Whether you're looking for cell phones, accessories, home internet service, or home phone service, Vero has you covered with the lowest rates and the best coverage in the industry. Stop on down at our store at the corner of Highway 20 in Main and Ainsworth. Vero Wireless, we are where you are.
Quality care for quality cattle. At RK Cattle Company of Longpine, they have the facilities and equipment to meet the ever-changing needs of the cattle feeding industry. Call Ryan Ortner to learn more at RK Cattle Company, phone 402-273-4424.
Welcome you back on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, and KBRB.net as we get set for our first half statistics, and I'll send it over to Shane to see what you got, and we'll see if we match.
All right, Cody, I said already. Oh, man. It took me the whole half.
It did take you the whole half.
All right.
Good work,
Greg. That's 1.
That's a check mark right there.
All right, turnovers. I got 6 for the Lady Dogs, 4 for the Lady Knights. Rebounding, 31 for the Knights, out-rebounding Ainsworth 31-17 in my book. Free throw line, I got North Central. Nope, Sandhills Thedford Knights, 1 of 2. Ainsworth, 4 of 6. Down the list, I'll start with the visiting Knights. I got Cora Martindale, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Callan Cox, 2 rebounds. Carly Hakey, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Shaylee Millicent off the bench with 2 boards. Tyler Held off the bench with 1 rebound. Lainey Dahlberg, a nice first half, give her 9 points. She goes 1 of 2 from the line to go along with 9 rebounds. Haley Dimmitt off the bench with a rebound. Whitley Rasmussen, 4 points, 8 rebounds. For the Lady Dogs, Jaylee Good, I got 4 rebounds. Preslyn Gucci, she goes 2 of 4 from the line, give her 2 points, 1 rebound. Kinley Welke, 4 rebounds. Willa Flynn goes 2 of 2 from the line, give her 2 points, 2 rebounds. And Grayson Painter gets the other 14 points. She knocked down a pair of threes and a quad of 2s, give her 14 points to go along with 6 rebounds.
Yeah, Shane, I didn't have many assisted baskets in that first half. For Sandhills Thedford, Cora Martindale, Lainey Dahlberg, and Whitley Rasmussen each with 1. Had Martindale with a block for the Bulldogs. Lone assist was Kinley Welke in that first half. Foul situation for Sandhills Thedford, 2 on Cora Martindale, 2 on Lainey Dahlberg. And for Ainsworth, only 3 fouls the entire half, but 2 of those on Preslyn Gucci. Thank you to the Delamonts for the shooting percentages. Looks like Sandhills Thedford 10 for 33 from 2-point range and 0 of 5 from 3-point range. And for the Ainsworth Bulldogs, they go 2 of 12 from 3, just 4 for 17 from 2-point range. So That's leading to a lot of rebounds. We had 48 combined rebounds in that first half, Shane, and that's when you see shooting percentages like that. But you know, Sandhills Thedford, how many times was it? 2, 3, 4 looks, and they didn't get a shot to go.
They had, out of their 31 rebounds, at least a third of them are offensive rebounds.
Definitely. So that is your score, 21-18 at the half. It's time to take a look at our keys to the second half. Brought to you by Ainsworth Motors. Check out their great lineup. Saw some 25s on the lot on East Highway 20 Ainsworth. So check those out. Broncos, Ford F-150s, financing available through Ford Credit. If you're looking to get into a new rig for 2025, they've got them out there at Ainsworth Motors. Your best in the West Ford store, East Highway 20 in Ainsworth. And hey, with snow in the forecast, you can call out to Ainsworth Motors. They can put you on the list to have your sidewalk or driveway cleared as well at Ainsworth Motors. Well, Shane Kinnick, let's talk about our keys to the second half. For Sandhills Thedford, you would think it's continue to try to feed the ball down in the post and work the offensive glass.
Yeah, Greg, that's going to be the main key to them, is just keep doing what you've been trying to do all night. And you got Dahlberg with 9 points, Rasmus only with 4, and I think they could feed both of them big girls down there all night long. And they just need to work and work, keep getting those offensive rebounds and putbacks, and they're going to start falling a little
And
better.
I tell you what, Shane, also working through the high post. If they set up Dahlberg in the high post, Ainsworth has to respect that mid-range jumper, and she's tall enough she can dump it right over the top to Rasmussen. But, yeah, Whitley had a little hard time finishing down low. She had several good looks that she couldn't get to fall. So, yeah, finishing those shots inside for Sandhills Thedford. Tell you what, for Ainsworth, Shane, I really like what they were doing when they were attacking the basket. Getting to the free throw line, Preslin Gucci turned the corner a couple times. Willa Flynn drove to the hoop, got fouled. Grayson Painter was attacking at times. So I think for Ainsworth, work the ball toward the rim, and then if you get collapsed, find that open shooter.
And that's one thing about Ainsworth. Not one of those girls is shy to shoot the ball, but like always, they got to get somebody to start knocking some down. Somebody's got to help Painter out by getting some buckets through the hoop. Another thing is that Ainsworth, they really need to and maybe step up their defense a little bit. They've been playing really good, especially down low, but they're not in any foul trouble. You got 2 on Gucci and 1 on Flynn, so maybe push them a little bit harder and try and get some more turnovers.
Well, it's got to be a team rebounding effort, too. You got to get all 5 to the glass. You can't try to get somebody out there for an outlet when you're outsized. Everybody has to get in there, try to find a body and box out and see if you can't limit those second chance possessions.
One thing, if you do follow Ainsworth, you know that the second quarter has kind of been their arch nemesis all year long. And they're still in. I mean, they're down by 3 points here at halftime. So that second quarter did not kill them this game. So hopefully that'll give them a little brightness coming out of the half.
That is our keys to second half. We'll come back with the second 16 minutes from McAndrew Gymnasium. That's our Tri-County Bank halftime show. Ainsworth trailing Sandhills Thedford 21-18.
Esthetician and is located uptown in Aiden Salon. She offers lash extensions, pedicure, facials, and full body waxing. Savannah uses all natural skincare products. You can contact her today at 970-467-2369 or stop in from 9:30 to 3:30 Monday through Friday, Thursdays until 7.
At GrowVantage, we know high performance when we see it. It's not just agronomics and hybrids to us. It's making every farm and every farmer more successful. For your Pioneer hybrid seed, water management services, and crop consultation, go with GrowVantage, just east of Ainsworth.
Big thanks to the crew at GrowVantage and all of our Ainsworth sportscasters bring you the broadcast on KBRB, as it will be Sandhills Thedford ball to start the second half. The Knights now working left to right, as we call it, from south to north here at McAndrew Gymnasium in their road black uniforms. They go high post to Dahlberg, down low to Rasmussen. She loses the handle, gets it back. Here's Martindale on the drive. Shot off the rim, no. Rebound, Rasmussen. Shot, no. Dahlberg's shot is blocked by Painter. So 2 offensive rebounds, but then a block by Painter. And the bucket the other way goes for Preslin Gucci.
And just like that, we get somebody in the board other than Painter from the floor.
Inside, Dahlberg, left-handed hook shot is good.
She has that double-double locked up early in the second half.
Yeah, she did. She's got, 9 and 10, or 11 and 10. with the basketball. Painter, step back three, top of the key, back iron, no. She tries to follow her shot, has it, gets her glasses knocked off, and she's fouled.
Should be Cox picking up the foul here. I'll wait and make sure. Yep, he's right.
A rare offensive rebound for the Bulldogs. Grayson's got to get the glasses cleared off as those got knocked off her head on the offensive rebound and foul. So the first on Callan Cox. Ainsworth ball down by 3. Teams have traded buckets here in the third. Get it into Flynn. Bounce to Painter on the baseline. Double team, finds Gucci. 14-footer for Preslin. That one's short. Is it blocked? No, just short. I thought maybe somebody got a piece of that one, but it will go over to the Knights. 23-20. Sandhills Thedford with the lead. And the basketball. Ainsworth has stayed zone. Looks like kind of like a 3-2 zone for the Bulldogs. Baseline runner for Martindale. Hangs on the rim, no. Rebound down to Preslin Gucci. She'll bring it up the floor with her team down 3. Crossover dribble guarded by Rasmussen. Try to bounce it into Good, and then she takes the shot, and we got a foul on the rebound. That will go against Jaylee Good.
That'll be her first foul.
So 23-20. Sandhills Thedford by 3. Boys varsity to follow between the Knights and the Bulldogs. We'll get you score updates later from Summerland, where West Holt playing in the GNAC semifinals against Elkhorn Valley. Throw it inside. Rasmussen can't handle it, but goes right to Dahlberg, who scores. Rasmussen's had a hard time squeezing those sometimes, but Dahlberg hasn't. She's got a quick little shot before the defense can get there to her. Do I give that an assist to Rasmussen is the thing. I'm not sure she ever had it. Gucci working on Rasmussen. Inside it goes. Willa Flynn shot hangs on the rim. No. Battles with Dahlberg and a tie-up. Possession arrow should favor Ainsworth, even though I can see a little bit of a, if I look hard enough, you can see a couple of lights from the possession arrow.
We got a new bench down there.
Welke to trigger it in. Ainsworth, 5-second count is on. They get it on an outlet to Gucci. Into the corner to Welke. Bulldogs now down 5. It's their largest deficit. And there's a knock away and a tie-up, as getting in there to tie up Gucci was Callan Cox. This time possession arrow, we know, goes to the Knights. 25-20. Sandhills Thedford with its largest lead. Bulldogs' largest lead has been 5. Into the corner to Rasmussen against the Bulldog zone. Up top to Hakey, around to Martindale. Hakey back to Cox, probing the perimeter, trying to find Dahlberg. Rasmussen, a tough runner, won't go. Dahlberg the put back up and in. That was a tough shot, way under the rim. Boy, Dahlberg with 15 and 11. 27-20. Gucci bounces it into Good, knocked away and stolen. And it's taken right back by Kinley Welke. The team's trade turnovers inside to Flynn. Her shot blocked out of bounds by Lainey Dahlberg. Stays with Ainsworth, 32 on the shot clock, 27-20 Bulldogs, trailing Sandhills Thedford. Get it into Flynn in the left corner. Here's Gucci, swing it up top. 3-4, Good, won't go, and the 12th board for Lainey Dahlberg. Here comes Hakey. Do they stop ball? And no, they're going to push and foul Hakey on her way to the hoop. Nobody got in front of Carly. She had a head of steam. He could have probably slid in front of her and drawn a charge.
That'll be Flynn picking up her second foul. Going to send Hakey to the line for the first time tonight.
These will only be free throw attempts 3 and 4 on the game for Sandhills Thedford, but the Knights up to a 7-point lead now. They've outscored Ainsworth 6-2 here in the third. Make it 7-2 as Hakey knocks in the free throw. Carly has 7.
Ainsworth first sub of the night. Purity Haley comes in for Gucci.
With 4:55 to play here in quarter number 3. Hakey 7 points to complement the 15 from Dahlberg. Second free throw is up. That one too strong, and the rebound into the hands of the newly entered Purity Haley, who boxed out the shooter. Bulldogs now down 8. Danger time here. See if they can find a look for Painter. She's double teamed. Gets it on the wing to Jaylee Good. Jaylee with a crossover, takes it in, kicks it into the corner to Kinley Welke. Welke hands it off to Painter. Boy, they are really hounding Grayson now. She tries to work through a double screen, and then a hand check foul called against Hakey.
That'll just be her first.
Well, they're really trying to hound Grayson Painter with a double team about any time she touches a basketball.
Grayson should be used to it. It happens about every game, I think.
So 28-20, see if the Bulldogs can find an answer here. They have been outscored on a basically 7-0 run now for Sandhills Thedford. Flynn off a screen, puts up a tough runner, banks it in from 18. Thank you very much, banker, for Willa Flynn. Much needed basket for Ainsworth. It pulls him back within 6. Inside to Dahlberg on Haley. Up and under move. Shot good and a foul. That's a tough matchup for Purity Haley trying to guard Lainey Dahlberg inside, and just a really good up and under move for Dahlberg. And she's just a junior. She'll go to the line for an and one.
Yeah, they're going to get a lot more good out of her in a whole nother year.
Dahlberg 1 for 2 at the line. And the free throw won't go. Rebound is off the arms of Haley and out of bounds. So it will stay with Sandhills Thedford. Boy, 17 points, 12 boards, an assist, and a block for Lainey Dahlberg.
That's a good game.
That's filling up the stat sheet, and we still have 12 minutes to play. Here's Hakey into the corner. It goes to Cox. Right back inside to Dahlberg. Off the glass, too much. Just too much. Good find. Dahlberg has dominated the Bulldogs here. She has 10 points in the third quarter. This entry pass by Good, knocked away. Jaylee gets it back. Another inbound pass knocked away. It's loose on the floor. Scrum for it. It's a rugby match is broken out. Kinley Welke saves it. Painter takes a 17-footer and hits. Welke on her second assist. Grayson's first bucket of the second half. But Ainsworth trails by 8. It's been Lainey Dahlberg, 10 of the 11 Sandhills Thedford points in this third quarter. Cox guarded tightly, gets it to Martindale. Nobody there. She puts up a wild runner on the baseline. Probably could have gone all the way to the hoop. Rebound down to Willa Flynn. Bulldogs get a stop. 3:10 to play here in the third. And another timeout will be strategically taken by Sandy Nelson to get her team a breather, and we'll take a timeout as well on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Sandhills Thedford has increased its lead 32-24 over the Ainsworth Bulldogs.
Quality Construction, Posel Construction of Long Pine, a family-owned business specializing in all forms of general contracting. They're your local dealer for Pella Windows. Matt and Jess Posel, call 402-273-2929. If you have a demand for concrete, call on Ainsworth Ready Mix to get your project started. Residential, commercial, or industrial concrete jobs, they're committed to providing quality products at an affordable price at Ainsworth Ready Mix, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics.
Back on KBRB AM 14, FM 106.3, and KBRB.net. Greg Kinsey, Shane Kinnick bringing you the call this evening from McAndrew Gymnasium. We'll hope Code gets back and on the right side of things for next week, as we've got a lot more basketball in the next 3 weeks before we get through both sub-districts. But the season quickly coming to a close. Gucci swings it across to Painter as we approach the 3-minute mark. Grayson off the dribble, crossover, gets it into the paint, kicks it out. Willa Flynn with the jumper, nails a triple. It's a West Plains Bank 3 for Willa Flynn. On the assist from Grayson Painter, Willow now with 5 in the third quarter to give her 7 for the game. Knock away by Painter and a steal. Here comes Grayson one-on-one, and she's going to be fouled. And will go to the line for 2. Good job. Knew Cox was not set, so she went right at Callan Cox's body and draws the foul by putting up the shot. And it was really kind of Grayson Shane that initiated that contact, but really smart. Knew Cox was not set.
Yeah, Greg, that's the first trip to the line here for Painter tonight.
Knocks that one in. Grayson now with 17. It's, boy, she and Dahlberg. Dahlberg with 19. 32-28. All of a sudden, the Bulldogs from down 10 are back within 3 as Painter knocks in both. This for Ainsworth, a little 7-0 spurt, and the Bulldogs put on the press. Dahlberg gets it to Hakey, ahead to Cox. Cox into the corner. Hakey dribbles past a defender, throws it inside. Rasmussen with the finish. Nice job that time on the finish inside for Rasmussen on the assist by Carly Hakey, and that breaks the 7-0 Ainsworth run. It's a 5-point lead for Sandhills Thedford, 34-29. Painter on the wing to Jaylee Good. Into the baseline, dumps it down low for Flynn. Nice collection, blocked by Dahlberg, but a foul called. And Willa Flynn will earn 2 more free throws.
That'll be the third foul on Dahlberg.
Yeah, that's big now for Sandhills Thedford. If you're Coach Cale Anderson, do you keep Dahlberg out there for this next 2:13? Or with a lead, do you take her out so she can play freely in the fourth quarter as Flynn knocks in the free throw? It's kind of a flat free throw, Shane, but it is on the mark, and she's 3 for 3 at the line. 8 points for Willa Flynn. Second one for the sophomore, good as well. She's just pouring them in at the line. Bulldogs are 8 for 10, and it's a 3-point game after Ainsworth trailed by as many as 10 here in the third quarter. 2:05 to play. Tight one here from McCann Gymnasium. Boys game to follow. Martindale kicks it to Cox on the wing, guarded by Painter at the top of that zone. There's a knockaway. Presley Gucci with the steal. Breslin takes it the other way, loses the handle on it. I think she was trying to bounce it across the lane to Painter. Probably could have gone up with it. So the teams will trade turnovers, each of them with 8. Here is Martindale into the corner. Rasmussen will take a 3 and 2 strong. Rebound down to Willa Flynn. Bulldogs across the line with Painter into the hands of Gucci. Preslin turns the corner, pulls up from 12. Bank shot won't go, too strong. And the rebound down to Rasmussen. She has 9 rebounds. We got a couple of good post players, athletes-wise. They don't have heights listed, but Dahlberg and Rasmussen, what, Shane? Probably both about 5'10" or so. Rasmussen, unguarded, goes right to the hoop on the assist by Hakey, and all of a sudden Rasmussen with 8, and it's back to a 5-point game after the Bulldogs had cut it to 1.
Yeah, Greg, if you look out there, you got at least 3 girls on the Sandhills Thedford side that are a bit taller than any of the Dogs.
Painter throws it for Gucci, and she's hit and fouled by Rasmussen. That will put Ainsworth in the bonus, as it's the 5th team foul on Sandhills Thedford, and Gucci will be at the line for 2 free throws. Preslin 2 for 4 at the line, 4 points for the senior.
Beal comes in for the Dogs, and Dimmitt comes back in for the Knights.
Lillian for the first time, so all 7 Bulldogs in uniform have now played, as getting just a little breather for Jaylee Good here. 2 free throws for Preslin Gucci. First one is up and in. It's a 4-point basketball game with 52 seconds to play here in the third. Second one for the senior. This one up on the front rim. Hangs into the hands of Flynn. Misses the first one. Tries to put it back again. No. And Dahlberg collects. Oh, 2 good chances inside for Willa Flynn. Now down low to Dahlberg the other way on the find from Martindale. That's a 4-point swing, Shane, right there.
That is.
Bulldogs miss an offensive rebound, put back chance one way, and then give up the bucket inside. Here's Flynn inside, can't get the shot to go. Rebound tipped into the hands of Dahlberg. Another good look inside. Bulldogs couldn't finish down low. 6-point lead for Sandhills Thedford. Dimmitt in the corner, skips it out to Hakey. Guarded by Beal, the freshman, with 10 seconds on the third quarter clock. Works to her left, knocked away by Gucci and stolen. Bulldogs get the turnover. Here's Painter with 2, with 1. Volleyball spike line 3 is short, and that'll take us to the final 8 minutes. Sandhills Thedford slowly increases the lead. Boy, that was a back and forth third quarter, Shane. A lot of offense. Sandhills Thedford 17 points in the quarter, 12 of them from Lainey Dahlberg. Bulldogs answer with 14, 7 coming from Willa Flynn. And with 8 minutes to go on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard, it is the Knights of Sandhills Thedford leading the Ainsworth Bulldogs 38-32.
Experience, reputation, and results. This is Laura Lee Frank at Bruner Frank Shoemaker, LLC. We pride ourselves on personal attention and solid results for your legal needs. We have law offices in both Kearney and Ainsworth for your convenience. Give us a call today.
Big V Oil. Dave Garrison offers mobile oil change services anytime, anywhere. Tractors, semis, irrigation engines, RVs. No mess, convenient, and hassle-free. Call 402-760-0151 and let the oil change come to you.
Welcome you back on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, and those joining us on the web at kbrb.net, 38-32. Been a fun basketball game. Both teams having some spurts as Sandhills Thedford pushed that lead to 10, only to see the Bulldogs go on an 11-2 run to get it back within 1. But then Sandhills Thedford pushes it back out to 6 as we start the fourth quarter. Gucci with the basketball. Ainsworth moving right to left from north to south here in the second half. Flynn puts up a fadeaway from the baseline. That shot won't go, and the rebound down to Whitley Rasmussen. She's got double-figure boards with 10. Hickey into the hands of Cox. It's the starting 5 out there for both squads. Baseline, Rasmussen shut off by Flynn. Here's Hickey with a 16-footer. That's in on the assist from Martindale. Hickey now with 9. 40-32, back to an 8-point lead for the Knights of Sandhills Thedford. They've held Grayson Painter to just 4 in the second half. Step back 3 for the sophomore off the side of the backboard. And the rebound down to Martindale. Throws it ahead, nice catch by Cox to avoid the turnover. Here's Hickey to Cox, left corner baseline jumper, good. Boy, Sandhills Thedford starting to heat up. Callan Cox's first basket. Third assist for Carly Hickey.
And just like that, Sandhills Thedford's up by 10.
And there's a bump and a foul. Martindale fouls Jaylee Good up high, so that's the third on Martindale, 3 on Laney Dahlberg. 6:53 to go, and all of a sudden the lead is matched at the highest of the game for the Knights at 10. A little quick 4-0 spurt in the first minute of this fourth quarter. Painter to inbound for Ainsworth, gets it into Gucci. Trying to run Painter off an off-ball screen. Here's Good up high. She loses the dribble, gets it off to Gucci. Preslin drives, pull up 13-footer, front rim, gets her own miss. Turns the corner, off the glass, and scores. Preslin Gucci on the offensive glass. She has 5 of her 7 in the second half. 8-point game. Martindale nearly fell down with it, gets it to Hickey, pull up 15-footer, back rim, and the rebound to Welke, but it's knocked away and taken by Dahlberg, and then a foul or a timeout. Timeout taken by Coach Cale Anderson. So we'll give Welke a rebound, Shane, and then a turnover on the Bulldogs. I think Kinley clearly had the board before Dahlberg poked it away. Timeout taken by Sandhills Thedford. It's an 8-point ball game, 42-34, 6:21 to go on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Hello, I'm Kirk Peterson, an investment advisor representative with Peterson Asset Protection Group. I can help you get your finances in order by taking a look at the big picture. I'll consider your estate, retirement investments, and tax strategies. Let Peterson Asset Protection Group help you put your financial house in order.
Whether high school, college, or the pros, the game is always on at the 402 Bar on Main Street in Ainsworth. Check out the game in the high-definition 86-inch screens. Not a bad seat in the house. That's the 402 Bar, Main Street in Ainsworth.
42-34, Sandhills Thedford leading the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Boys varsity game to follow. And tell you what, Shane, Sandhills Thedford's really kind of heated up shooting percentage-wise in this second half.
Yeah, Greg, there's not nearly as many offensive rebounds because they're knocking some down.
Well, it will be the 5 starters out there for both teams. 6:21 to play. Sandhills Thedford basketball off the night timeout against the Ainsworth zone. Cox to Hickey on the right wing. Back to Cox, knocked away by Gucci, saved by Cox. Nearly traveled with it, gets it off to Hickey. Still 20 on the shot clock. It takes a while for that 35-second shot clock to come into play. Cox gets caught in the lane, kicks it out to Hickey for 3. Nearly banked it in. The board down to Kinley Welke. 6 boards I have, Shane, for Welke in this one.
I got 7 for her now.
All right. Painter on the hands of Welke. Loses the dribble, gets it to Jaylee Good on the right wing. Jaylee off the dribble, bounces it inside for Flynn. Knocked away and stolen by Dahlberg. Ahead to Hickey, gets behind the defense and lays it in. Hickey now into double figures with 11, and the lead back to 10 for the Knights with 5.5 to play. They bring the double team on Painter. She dribbles around it, gets it off to Gucci. 18-footer, Preslin off the side of the iron. Long rebound out to Cora Martindale.
Give Martindale her 5th rebound here in the game.
Cox on the wing, looking inside, now back to Hickey. Around to Martindale. She's going to travel with it up high.
Turnover number 9 for the Knights.
5:09 to play. Bulldogs down 10. Good crowd on hand. Know there's going to be some youngsters dancing with the dance team, I believe, at halftime of the boys' game.
That's always fun.
Got a pretty excited kindergartner for that one.
Hope she doesn't have her dad's dance moves.
Those aren't pretty non-existent. Good drive by Gucci, lays it in. Presslin with a nice take to the hoop. She's had a big second half. She and Flynn both with 7 points in the second half after 2 in the first half. They've picked up the slack with all the attention that Painter is drawing. It's an 8-point game. They throw it inside for Martindale, and Kinley Welke will tie it up. Possession arrow keeps it with Sandhills Thedford.
Kinley Welke, she's only a sophomore, but she's always just been such a timid girl. Give her a little bit more time, and she might get a little nastier in there.
Just from the first part of the season to now, she's really shown some improvement. Little running hook shot is good for Carly Hakey. With the left hand in the lane off the glass. She has 7 of her 13 after halftime. Painter on the drive, and she's bumped and fouled, and that'll go against Hakey. 4:26 to go.
Be the second foul on Hakey. Not a lot of trouble yet.
Second foul on Sandhills Thedford this quarter. No more 1-on-1s. You have the bonus after 5 fouls in each quarter. Here's Gucci, open 17-footer. Presslin's got another one on an assist from Jaylee Good. Gucci into double figures with 11. It's an 8-point game, 46-38. Rasmussen on the wing to Hakey. Thought about the 3 instead. Going to work a little clock. Rasmussen on the baseline. Hakey will take a 16-footer. Too strong. Rebound hangs on the rim. Into the hands of Cox for the putback bucket.
That was an off-balance, nasty-looking even attempt, but she got her to fall.
That rebound took a second, Karam. 2 girls went up for it, and it took an extra bounce off the rim, and they were already coming back down. Step back jumper. Grayson, tough shot, doesn't go. Rebound to 15th for Lainey Dahlberg.
I got 16.
Ahead to Hakey. Her shot swatted by Painter into the hands of Gucci. Presslin 1-on-1 with Martindale. Shot good in the foul. The Bulldogs trying to hang in there, down 8 with Sandhills Thedford really shooting well in the second half.
And that is 4 fouls on Martindale.
She's been out there the entire game pretty much for Sandhills Thedford, 48-40. And Gucci the chance at the and 1. This will be free throw number 13 for Ainsworth. Presslin knocks it in. It's a 7-point game. Bulldogs just keep scrapping their way, trying to close down on that deficit. See if they find a possession for Dahlberg here. Off a screen, Cox turns the corner, puts up a runner and scores. Boy, nobody stopped ball. Cox just turned the corner, got into the lane. All 6 for Callan Cox in the second half. Back to a 9-point lead for Sandhills Thedford. Boy, look at Rasmussen trying to guard Gucci out there on the wing. She tries to throw it inside for Flynn, and it's stolen away by Dahlberg. Ahead to Martindale, and a timeout taken in transition by Cahill Anderson as Martindale was looking like, hey, I was headed down toward maybe a one-on-one layup, but it'll be a timeout with 2:59 to go. Sandhills Thedford leading by 9. You can bet with 32 on the shot clock. Coach Anderson probably saying, probably better instead of going in one-on-one. Let's run a little clock on this possession.
Slow her down just a little bit, girls.
Tell you what, Lainey Dahlberg, 19 points in this one. She's been quiet, though, in the fourth quarter. Carly Hakey, 13 points. 8 for Whitley Rasmussen, 6 for Callan Cox. Pretty balanced for Sandhills Thedford. And boy, with all the attention to Grayson Painter, Presslin, Gucci, and Willa Flynn have had big second halves for Ainsworth. Gucci with a dozen in the second half, 14 for the game. Flynn now with 9, 7 coming after halftime, and Painter after 14 in the first half. She's been hounded and held to 4 in the second half.
And you talk about how important free throws are all the time, Greg, but Ainsworth have knocked down 10 of 13 free throws here to keep them in this game.
2:59 to go, 32 on the shot clock. Oh, good look inside. Rasmussen misses the shot on a nice find on the inbound from Cox, and the rebound down to Willa Flynn. Ainsworth gets a stop. Painter crossover, gets it out on the wing to Kinley Welke. Hands it off to Painter. Tough 3 taken on the deep wing, no good. Rebound to Gucci, and she is going to be tied up. Possession arrow will keep it with Ainsworth. 2:40 to go. Bulldogs going to need to be successful on about every possession at this point to try to whittle away at this deficit. They get it into Jaylee Good in the left corner. Flynn posting up inside on Dahlberg, and Dahlberg nearly took it away and then blocks the shot of Flynn and does take it away, but then she travels with it. So a block and a rebound for Dahlberg, but then a turnover, and the Bulldogs get it right back with a fresh 35 and 2:31 to go. Painter will inbound, gets it to Gucci on an outlet. Breslin poked away by Martinson, who's out there with the 4 fouls. Hand off to Grayson, and a reach-in foul on Callan Cox. Boy, they are just hounding Grayson.
They are.
Anytime she touches it. That's the 4th foul on Sandhills Thedford.
The 3rd one on Cox.
So the Bulldogs will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 2:25 to go. Bulldogs down 9. Painter again to inbound. Finds Gucci. Trying to run Painter off a screen. Double team in the lane, bounces to Painter. Grayson to Welke. Kinley drives baseline, looking down low for Flynn. Still 17 on the shot clock. Up top to Gucci, working on Cox. To Welke, she tries to turn the corner, puts up a tough runner. Back rim, no. Rebound snared by Dahlberg, and you just see those arms reach up over everybody else. And now Sandhills Thedford can go to work on the clock, up 9 with 1:45 to play. Been a fun, competitive game, but Sandhills Thedford shooting much better in the second half to kind of build this margin. Cox saves it from going into the backcourt to Dahlberg. Still 10 on the shot clock. Give and go to Cox. She is fouled on the shot.
That'll be Grayson Painter, her first foul.
So 2 free throws for Callan Cox.
Her first trip to the line tonight.
50-41, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Sandy Nelson of the Bulldogs with 1:32 to go. Your Tri-County Bank scoreboard, it is Sandhills Thedford 50, Ainsworth 41.
For all of your livestock or grain hauling needs, call on Thad Jones Trucking of Ainsworth. Well-maintained trucks and trailers, skilled, reliable, and experienced drivers. Thad Jones Trucking, phone 402-760-1964.
Red and White Market is your local community connection for high-quality food, friendly service, and great prices. Make sure to grab a delicious piping hot lunch. The deli starts serving at 11:30 weekdays. You can have it to stay or to go from Red and White Market on Highway 20 in Ainsworth.
Tires you deserve from people you can trust. At Brown County Tire, their sales and service teams go above and beyond to help you with your tire needs. For complete tire service and oil changes, call on Brown County Tire in Ainsworth. Phone 402-387-0203.
50-41. I wasn't sure we'd get to 50 points when it was 21-18 at halftime, Shane, but pretty good shooting performances in this second half.
Yeah, Greg, that third quarter really changed things, and this fourth quarter has been pretty good too.
Yeah, Sandhills Thedford with 12 points. Ainsworth with 9 thus far in the fourth. It's a 9-point game, 50-41, and it will be Callan Cox at the free throw line for the night. Sandhills Thedford 11-8 on the season. They're trying to snap a 3-game skid. 2 in the conference and 1 to Burwell as Cox misfires on the free throw. Sandhills Thedford just 2 for 6 at the line. As Shane mentioned, Bulldogs are 10 for 13. Second free throw for Cox. This one is up and rattles in. Callan was 7 all in the second half. The Bulldogs down by 10. They are face guarding Painter as Gucci brings it across. Works. They're back to the basket now, hands it off to Painter. Grayson hounded by Hakey. Good defense by Hakey on Painter in this second half. Gucci trying to drive on Rasmussen. Her pass on the wing is nearly stolen away, saved by Jaylee Good. Painter a step through, and she's fouled on the drive, but that will be a bonus and put Grayson at the line.
This foul is going to go on Hakey. Going to be her third foul.
Been impressed with Hakey, Shane, on the defensive end. She has been one-on-one just hounding Painter everywhere.
She has been very handy out there.
Grayson back rim on the free throw. Her first miss at the line. Grayson 18 points, but 14 of those came in the first half. Second free throw for Painter. That one is good. And now Ainsworth goes to the full court press. They throw it to Martindale, approaching a minute to go. Ainsworth just 1 foul this quarter, Shane, so if they're going to try to extend the game, they're going to have to give up quite a few fouls. Or if they'll be content, as there's a knock away and into the backcourt and an over and back, not touched by the Bulldogs. So that'll give it back to Ainsworth with 53 seconds to play. Bulldogs down by 9.
I got that turnover number 11 for the Lady Knights. Only had 4 in the first half.
So it will be Bulldog basketball. But yeah, just one team foul for Ainsworth. In this case, probably not great, as you're going to have to commit a bundle of fouls to put Sandhills Thedford in the bonus. Gucci on the wing to Good. Now to Painter. Runs off a screen. Grayson fires a three. In and out. Halfway down. Rebound. How about another one for Dahlberg? Just her 18th. And there's a timeout again going to be taken by Coach Cale Anderson with 39.8 seconds remaining. And it looks like Sandhills Thedford's going to pick up a road win, snap a little 3-game skid, and improve to 12-8. It's been a spirited effort from the Bulldogs, but short of a miracle in the final 40 seconds, they'll come up a little shy. We'll take a break, come back with a conclusion after this.
Great yields start with the right seed. If you're looking for more when you buy seed, if world-class genetics and a seed rep with an unwavering commitment is important to you, go with Sherm, Gucci, and Hogemeyer. The right seed at 402-760-2172.
Go Bulldogs. A Bulldog debit card from Union Bank and Trust is the perfect way to show off your Bulldog pride wherever you use your card, at home or away. Stop by our Ainsworth branch today for complete details. Member FDIC.
Well, we talked about Shane. Lainey Dahlberg almost had a double-double at halftime. She's near that 20-20 territory at this point. She has, by my count, 21 points, 18 rebounds.
And I got her with 19 rebounds, so mine's even closer to that 20-20.
So it will be Sandhills Thedford basketball. Off the timeout, full court press by the Bulldogs. They're going to throw it out. Dahlberg on the run. Now she's going to back it out. Nice play to throw it ahead to Dahlberg. Ainsworth not going to foul. There's a knock away by Painter. Out of bounds, and they'll say touch last by Hakey. So the Bulldogs get it back with 32.5 seconds remaining. They're going to face guard Painter. Get it into Good. Now back to Presslin. Gucci across the timeline quickly. And she's going to drive in, put up the jumper short. Rebound saved by Flynn, but into the hands of Dahlberg. And there would be, Shane says, her 20th board. And then we've got a foul against Ainsworth.
Jaylee Good.
Just the second team foul, 21.8 seconds remaining. 9-point lead for Sandhills Thedford. Bulldogs led by as many as 5 in the first quarter. Sandhills Thedford's lead has been as large as 10. Hakey into the front court, guarded by Painter. 5-second count is on. See if they can get, Grayson hits the deck. And now dribbling out the final few seconds of this one is Carly Hakey. Nice effort from Sandhills Thedford on the road as they will pick up the victory over the Ainsworth Bulldogs in a fun ball game. Your final score is 51-42. Sandhills Thedford improves to 12-8 on the season. Bulldogs fall to 5-12. We'll come back with our Tri-County Bank into the game summary or post-game show and more here on KBRB.
Depend on the pros. When it comes to customer satisfaction and fair prices on electrical, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning work, call on Pro Electric and HVAC of Ainsworth. Trent Kinney at 382-5535.
Nebraska Beef. It's what's for dinner. Miles Feedlot, Mark and Haley Miles are proud to support Ainsworth Community School students moving forward in academics, athletics, fine arts, and organization. Go Bulldogs!
The Mundhank Agency of Ainsworth has provided quality insurance protection to area individuals, families, and businesses for more than 60 years. For quality coverage and fair rates, visit your trusted choice agent of the Sandhills, the Mundhank Agency of Ainsworth. Dr. Cherise Stephen with Sandhills Animal Health Care Center of Ainsworth. For all your animal health care, large to small animals and family pets, Dr. Cherise Stephen with Sandhills Animal Health Care Center, located 1 mile east and 1/2 mile south of Ainsworth.
Greg Kinsey, Shane Kinnick welcoming you back here on KBRB. We're on AM 14, FM 106.3, KBRB.net, as well as on the live stream, Ainsworth Community Schools. As final score, 51-42. Sandhills Thedford gets the win. Ainsworth led 12-10 after one, led by as many as 5 in the first quarter. Sandhills Thedford outscored the Bulldogs 11-6 in the second to take a 21-18 lead. They pushed the lead out to 10. Ainsworth rallied, got within 1, and then Sandhills Thedford pushed it out to 6 points at the end of the third with a little late flourish. 17-14, a high-scoring third quarter. Sandhills Thedford pushed the lead from 3 to 6. and then kept that lead in a workable margin. I think as close as the Bulldogs got was basically about 7 points there late, as Sandhills Thedford wins by 9, outscoring Ainsworth 13-10 in the fourth. 51-42 is your final. It's our Tri-County Bank End of the Game Summary. Free Casasa checking accounts are all about growth, so take care of your money with monthly cash rewards for doing the banking basics. With a Casasa account from the Tri-County Bank, you receive rewards on ATM withdrawal fees. If you meet your monthly qualifications, there's no monthly maintenance fees and no minimum balance requirements. Stop by one of the Tri-County Bank branches in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, or O'Neill. Visit TriCountyBank.com. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, restrictions vary by account. Tri-County Bank is member FDIC. Shane furiously scribbling stats down as we go here and get ready to take a look at our final statistics. And we'll go over to Shane. We'll see how closely we match up.
All right, Greg, here's what I got. Turnover-wise, I got 6 in the first half, 5 in the second for Ainsworth, give them 11 for the game. For the Knights, I got 4 in the first, 8 in the second, give them 12 for the game. Rebounding-wise, I go 31 and 16 for 48 in the game for the Knights. Ainsworth, I got 17 and 13 for 30. Free throw line for the Knights, I got them 1 of 2 in the first half, 2 of 5 in the second for 3 of 7. For Ainsworth, they had a good night at the free throw line. I got them 4 of 6 in the first, 7 of 9 in the second, give them 11 of 15. Down the list for Sandhills Thedford, I got Corder Martindale, 2 points, 5 rebounds. Callan Cox, 7 points, 1 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds. Carly Hakey, 13 points, 1 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds. And I believe that Grayson Painter might have dreams about her face all night tonight. Shaylee Millison, 2 rebounds. Tyler Held, 1 rebound. Lainey Dahlberg, what a night. 21 points, 1 of 3 from the line, 20 rebounds. Haley Dimmitt, 1 rebound. Whitley Rasmussen, 8 points, 11 rebounds. For the Lady Dogs, I got Jaylee Good, 4 rebounds. Preslin Gucci, 13 points, 4 of 7 from the line, 5 rebounds. Kinley Welke with 7 rebounds. Purity Haley off the bench with 1 rebound. Willa Flynn, 9 points, 4 of 4 from the line, 6 rebounds. Grayson Painter, 19 points, 3 of 4 from the line to go along with 7 rebounds.
All right, Shane, we'll get some assist and block numbers, but we are going to be going over here in our post game to coach of the Bulldogs, Sandy Nelson, up here to join us here in our post game show. And say, Sandy, tell you what, a pretty spirited effort from your team and kind of a tale of 2 halves. In the first half, Grayson was able to shake free for some shots, and they really hounded her in the second half, but had a couple girls in Preslin Gucci and Willa Flynn really step up and kind of handle some of the scoring duties with Grayson drawing so much attention.
Yeah, we're getting better at not being afraid to shoot the ball and other people to score, because we know that's how we're going to get Grayson more shots, is if everybody's willing to score.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sandhills Thedford, 2 quality post players and, such a big height advantage. I thought you guys did as good as you could, kind of battling on the boards, but there's just something to be said for having 2 athletic 5'10" girls in the post.
Yeah, we are lacking in that department this year and probably for the next couple years. So I told the girls in the locker room we got out-talled.
That's a good way to put that.
We played as big as we could, and I thought we did a decent job. But we need to get more physical and not be afraid of the physical, especially when we play the taller teams. But there's not much you can do with that.
Yeah, sometimes they're just, you might be in position, but they just are able to get a little bit higher. And I don't know how many times Shane and I kind of commented that you'd see a group of players in there, and there was one set of arms that was just outstretched higher, and that was Lainey Dahlberg's.
Yep.
She and Rasmussen combined for 29 boards and Dahlberg 21 points. I mean, you're trying to play a zone, but they ran the high-low post game pretty well.
Yeah, we're getting better at trying to figure that kind of stuff out and where to go on that. But we switched up our defense a little bit and tried some new things, today. And I thought we did a good job. I thought our girls came out way more spirited tonight than they have in the past. So, and I thought actually tonight was our best 4 quarters of basketball that we've played so far this season.
Yeah, every quarter was within 3 to 5 points basically. led 12-10 at the end of one. They got on a bit of a run in the second quarter and in the third quarter, but geez, they got out to a 10-point lead in that third quarter, and you came right back. I think it was an 11-2 run. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point game again.
Yeah, the girls didn't panic tonight, and that's, all we can ask with our numbers and stuff is that we just get better every game, and we work hard every game, and we don't get discouraged, and we don't quit.
Well, Sandy, this is the first time I've been able to see Ainsworth. I'm typically out covering the area games, but I think Gordon Rushville was the last time I got to see this team. So just seeing some of these younger girls that, really so many of them other than Grayson and Preslin don't have much in the way of varsity experience. And to see some of these girls in the way they've developed from the first part of the year to what we're seeing here down the stretch, you got a lot of sophomores out there on the floor.
Yeah, I couldn't be more proud of them. They're working hard in practice, and they're giving me everything they got in the games. And honestly, I have told them that if it wasn't for two players, we probably would have been one of those teams playing a JV schedule this year.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But then again, we're not going to get better playing a JV schedule. So I'm good with the varsity. We just got to take our licks and learn from them and get better.
All right, appreciate the time, Sandy. We'll let you go, and we'll catch up with you again down the road.
Perfect, thank you.
Coach Sandy Nelson joining us here on our post-game show on KBRB as we bring back in Shane Kinnick. Shane gave you the points and the rebounds. I'll go through some of the other stats for Sandhills Thedford. I had Cora Martin leading them with 4 assists. 3 assists for Carly Hakey, 1 each for Callan Cox, Lainey Dahlberg, and Whitley Rasmussen. Had Lainey Dahlberg with 2 blocks and a block for Cora Martindale. For Ainsworth, not a lot of assisted baskets. It was a lot of kind of off the dribble work today for Ainsworth. Kinley Welke with 2 assists, 1 assist for Jaylee Good, and 1 for Grayson Painter. Had 2 blocks for Painter in the game. And we need to probably at this point, Shane, get ready to award our first class auto performances of the game before we get set for our boys pregame and tell you when it comes to vehicle sales and service, you can score more with a trip to First Class Auto on Main Street in Ainsworth. Their repair shop can service all makes, and their mechanics can basically fit anything they can get inside the shop doors. And if you're looking for a vehicle, everything on the Main Street lot has been through the shop, and they can do new as well in Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram products. Why travel any other way when you can upgrade and save when you go First Class? So Shane will award 2 for each team and each pick 1. We'll start with Sandhills Thedford. You want to take the easy one?
I'll take an easy one. I'm going to give mine to Carly Hakey. I thought she did a great job out here tonight. Not only her defense on Grayson Painter that whole second half, but she really stepped it up, knocked down 13 points, 5 rebounds. She just really had a good game.
Yeah, Hakey especially, Shane, as you mentioned on the defensive end. She did not guard Painter near as much in that first half, and Grayson got free for 14 points, but Hakey did an excellent job face guarding, just basically trying to hound Grayson when she didn't have the ball to where she didn't have any touches that were easy, and then you had 13 points, 5 boards, 3 assists on top of that. And then how do you not go with Lainey Dahlberg, the 5'10 junior? How about a 21-point? You had 20, I had 19 rebound effort, 2 blocks as well, and she was just, as Coach Nelson mentioned, we got out-talled tonight, and Lainey Dahlberg certainly a part of that, had a great game. So we'll go with Dahlberg and Hakey for Sandhills Thedford. I'll let you start with the Ainsworth Bulldogs.
All right, Greg, one of them I'm going to give to Preslin Gucci. I thought she really stepped up the second half, and when Grayson was being double-teamed every time she touched the ball, between Preslin and Willa, they really stepped up, but I think Preslin deserves one of them tonight.
Yeah, and I think the other one I'm going to go, obviously Grayson had a good game, but she's putting up those numbers pretty consistently. I thought Willa Flynn had a very nice second half. Went 4 for 4 at the line, 7 of her 9 points in the second half, including a 3, added 7 rebounds. She, Welke, and Painter each with 7 boards, and I thought Willa Flynn had a nice game. We'll go, obviously Grayson had a very good game. She's been our performer of the game, a bundle on this Bulldog team. But we'll go with Gucci and Willa Flynn tonight. Flynn, a very nice game, 9 points, had 7 boards for Ainsworth. Take a look at quickly at some shooting percentages for Sandhills Thedford. They end up from 2-point range, 22 of 56 at 42%. Did not make a 3-point shot in this game, went 0 for 6 and 42% at the free throw line, 3 for 7 for their 51 points. for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. They shot 28% from two-point range for 11 for 40, just 3 for 17 beyond the three-point line, 18%. Bulldogs did some damage at the line, though, 11 for 15, 73% on the game for Ainsworth shooting. 51-42, your final score. Sandhills Thedford improves to 12-8. Bulldogs fall to 4-13. We'll take a break and get you set up for our boys matchup here at McAndrew Gymnasium between the Ainsworth Bulldogs and the Sandhills Thedford Knights. That's our final in the girls game, and our boys game coming up next here on KBRB.
The TK Angus annual bull and female sale is held the first Monday in December. We specialize in long-aged yearling Angus bulls. We also offer bulls for sale at private treaty in the spring. To learn more, check out our website at tkangus.com.
Developmental concerns? Planning Region Team 17 provides early intervention services at no cost to eligible families in Brown, Rock, Chippewa, and Cherry Counties to support early learning and skill development for babies and young children. Contact your local school district to learn more.
I am April Good, Associate Broker with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers, specializing in farm, ranch, and recreational sales as well as residential property. With my office in Ainsworth, I'm here to help sellers and buyers like you make the most of your move.
Your go-to choice for ag and industrial steelwork is Winters Millwright in Ainsworth. Evan Winters has over 2 decades of experience and an expert team who are proud to offer construction, machinery installation, maintenance, repairs, and innovative solutions.
Scott Rosichka with Soothers Feed, a second-generation nutrition-first company that truly cares if you're successful. With our products from everything from mineral to cubes, custom feed, consultations, heifer development programs, seed stock supplier programs, we can do it all. That's Scott Rosichka with Soother Feeds, 402-358-2083.
Put your project in good hands with Sean Furno Construction, offering complete general contracting services, home renos, window installs, siding, roofing, decks, new builds, you name it. Call on Sean Furno Construction at 402-382-8093.
When it comes to health care, the providers at the Ainsworth Family Clinic set a standard in quality that aims to exceed your expectations. Dr. Kenneth Wasmond and nurse practitioners Jennifer Schermeyer, Hillary Goodwin, and Crystal Daly. Better never stops at the Ainsworth Family Clinic.
Well, we welcome you back here to McAndrew Gymnasium. We're about 8 minutes away from the start of our boys varsity matchup this evening. It is the 3-10 Ainsworth Bulldogs playing host to the 8-11 Sandhills Thedford Knights. How about that, Shane, at this stage of the season, 6 more games that Sandhills Thedford has played than the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Down to the final 3 weeks and just 13 games for the Bulldogs this year. Of course, Burwell not fielding a boys team. There were a couple girls-only matchups for Ainsworth, and of course, getting out of that Southwest Conference, still kind of trying to rebuild a new schedule when you lose those conference teams.
You lose a lot of miles, too, though, when you get out of that Southwest Conference.
You did lose a lot of miles, yes, and a lot of bruises playing along that along that interstate.
I-80 ball.
Exactly. So for this Sandhills Thedford team, interesting, did not see Maurice Robinson in the starting lineup. I believe he warmed up. He's been, the last time I had Sandhills Thedford was against North Central down in Dunning, and he had a pretty good ball game for the Knights, but they'll go with a different starting lineup. Bulldogs will start their upperclassmen. 3 seniors, 2 juniors for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. They've got seniors on the team, juniors, and then a whole bunch of freshmen. Nobody from the sophomore class on the basketball team.
The girls pretty much have all
sophomores, and that's just kind of the way it is. The sophomore class at Ainsworth Community Schools is about 2-to-1 girls in that class, and it's completely reversed on the boys' side. It's about 2-to-1 boys in the freshman class. So sometimes the numbers just work that way, but good crowd on hand here. They're going to have a little kids dancing at halftime, so I'm sure that's brought a few extra fans into the seats. And tell you what, this Ainsworth team has been competitive at times, and then they've run into buzzsaw a few times on the season. Ainsworth comes in off a win in their last game. Boy, it was all the way back On the 30th of January, Bulldogs defeated Niobrara Verdigris 57-46. Prior to that, lost a 2-point overtime game to North Central. Bulldogs come in at 3-10. Sandhills Thedford played pretty well, went 2-2 in the MNAC conference, win in the opening round over Anselmo Myrna by 5, then lost a 7-point decision to a 12-4 Sandhills Valley team. Came back, lost to rather. But they got, I don't know how they got Sandhills Thedford on there twice. Come on, NSAA, what are you doing? Got to see that on the fly. They went 1-2 rather in the MNAC tournament, a win over Anselmo Myrna, then losses to Sandhills Valley and South Loop. South Loop 13-4, and they played them within an 11-point game and then dropped a 62-44 decision to a 13-6 Central Valley team that we have seen. And they're an athletic group, that Central Valley team. They got a great wrestling team and a very athletic basketball team. You can see why they won a state title in football. But that was Sandhills Thedford's last game, and it came last night at home. So they will come in. Bulldogs have not played in a week. Sandhills Thedford played last night. Introduce you to the starting lineup for both teams. Lineups brought to you by Three River, your area telecommunications and technology leader. We'll start with the 8 and 11 Sandhills Thedford Knights, coached by Andrew Christen, assisted by Adam Martin and Dane Picorni. The Knights will start number 10, senior Aiden Hall. Number 14, senior Brady Hakey. Number 15, senior Ross Martindale. Number 22, junior Tate Johnson. And number 30, a sophomore, Thatcher Tehan. No heights listed for this Sandhills Thedford team, nor the Bulldogs for that matter. Lineups brought to you by Three River. And if you're tired of slow internet speed, look no further than Three River. With their ridiculously fast fiber internet, you'll be streaming, gaming, and video conferencing without a hitch or a glitch. Three River also offers cable television and crystal clear voice services. Don't settle for less when you can have the best. Visit the web, threeriver.net. Give them a call at 866-569-2666. Three River supporting high school sports here on KBRB. Now we take a look at the starting lineup for the 3-10 Ainsworth Bulldogs. They're coached by Jake Nelson, assisted by Clint Painter. The Bulldogs will start. Number 1, Morgan Kinney. He is a senior. Number 4, junior Chris Fernandez. Number 12, leading scorer for this Ainsworth team, Logan Schradel. Number 14, senior Ryan Salzman. And number 22, junior Witten Painter are your starters for the Bulldogs. Schradel averaging 12 points per ball game for this Ainsworth team. Fernandez at 11 points per game. Ainsworth averages 43 per game on the season. Morgan Kinney and Witten Painter both averaging 6 points a game, and Salzman right there at about 5.5 points per ball game. Those are your starting lineups for the Ainsworth Bulldogs and the Sandhills Thedford Knights. Lineups brought to you by Three River. Well, Shane, I think similar to the girls' game, how well will the Bulldogs rebound will be one of the big keys. You saw Sandhills Thedford have a pretty good advantage on the glass in that girls' game. Bulldogs battled the best they could, but had a decided height disadvantage, and it was plus 15 for Sandhills Thedford on the glass in that one. I think that's going to be a similar story here. How well do the Bulldogs rebound and keep this Sandhills Thedford team from getting second chance opportunities?
Yeah, great. Ainsworth is going to give up a fair amount of height out here all game long. And one thing about Ainsworth, you're not going to out-hustle them. That's something that these Bulldogs, they will pester you and get some steals and knockaways. And they'll show up in places that they shouldn't be, but as far as the rebounding, they're going to have to work their tails off to try and keep up with these taller kids.
All right, so here we go. We're about a minute and a half away from the introduction of the starting lineups in front of a good crowd here tonight. McAndrew Gymnasium for Friday night basketball. It's the Bulldogs and the Sandhills Thedford Knights coming up next on KBRB.
Madison's Great Western, west of Ainsworth, serves all your fertilizer, fuel, and propane needs. Give them a call at 387-2870. Great Western makes your fertilizer and fuel needs their #1 priority.
William Crowder Lumber Company of Ainsworth, Bassett, Stewart, Atkinson, O'Neill, Spencer, and Gregory supply all of your building needs, from the tiniest finishing nail to truckloads of lumber. William Crowder Company, where service is a family tradition.
At West Plains Bank, we're proud to offer the financial products and services to help you accomplish your life's goals. West Plains Bank in Ainsworth and Springview, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Making car shopping fun again. Whether you're in the market for brand new or pre-owned, shop the great selection at William Crotter Company, where service is a family tradition. See them at 305 West Douglas in O'Neill, or you can find them on Facebook and CrotterAuto.com.
Your first choice for exceptional care is Rangeland Rehab locations in Ainsworth and Bassett. Physical therapist Brian Doak, along with professional staff, are trained in many techniques to help improve mobility and decrease pain. For appointments, call Rangeland Rehab at 387-1600. Allen Monuments of Ainsworth offer permanent legacies that memorialize the passing of a loved one. The monument you choose can be customized to reflect the life of your departed one. Serving you with dignity, Allen Monument on Highway 20, Ainsworth.
Allen Monuments and all of our Bulldog sportscasters bringing you the broadcast on KBRB this evening, and happy to be joined on the Ainsworth Community Schools live stream of this matchup. If you're listening in on the video, we always appreciate Ainsworth Community Schools allowing us to patch in our audio call to go along with the pictures we're seeing. Shane, it kind of holds us accountable. We can't just make stuff up, right?
Oh, I still can.
You can just tell them that your eyes are tricking you?
Yeah. I will tell you, I saw some familiar faces walk in here tonight as Sandhills Thedford has this kid named Carter Anderson on their team, and his stepdad, Michael McLeod, was a pretty good player in this gym.
I would say potentially so. Maybe has a state title to his credit.
I think he's probably got a couple uncles that are sitting at home listening to you and me tell them everything tonight too.
Yeah, so the Bulldogs will be in their home white uniforms with their red numbers and letters and the red stripe. The Sandhills Thedford Knights in their road black uniforms with the white numbers and letters, the green waistband, and the green ST on the shorts, as the Bulldogs will go from left to right, south to north in this first half. It'll be Logan Schradel jumping center against Aiden Hall. The tip controlled by the Bulldogs into the hands of Chris Fernandez, and it looks like we'll see man-to-man defensively. No, 2-3 zone to start for Sandhills Thedford. Kenny gets it out to Schradel. Witten Painter takes a three on the left wing and hits. It's a West Plains Bank three right out of the gate for Witten Painter on the assist by Logan Schradel. The other way come the Knights, and we will see a 2-3 zone as well for the Bulldogs defensively. Up top into the hands of Martindale. They go down low to Hall. Hall, awkward shot, won't go. Rebound down to Painter. So Witten with a three and a board, and Ainsworth leads after one possession. Morgan Kinney handling it up top. He's guarded by Thatcher Tehan. Drives inside, and he's going to be held and fouled. Quick first step. We saw it on the football field, Shane. It is tough to stay in front of that young man when he decides which way he wants to go.
This foul is going to go on Thatcher Tehan, going to be the first foul of the game.
Ball inbounded to Kinney on the baseline, kicks it out to Schradel. Painter posted up in the high post, feeds it off to Schradel. Reverse layup, good, and a foul.
Nice take by Schradel.
On the assist from Painter in the high post to a cutting Logan Schradel. So a great start for the Ainsworth Bulldogs.
This foul is going to go on Johnston, going to be his first. Send Schradel line for the good old-fashioned three-pointer.
So Painter with the three on the first possession, and now an and one opportunity for Schradel. And that one rattles out, board down to the Knights into the hands of Brady Hakey. 5-0 start for the Bulldogs, and there is going to be into the backcourt an over and back call as Johnston lost his balance and went across the half-court line. Sandhills Thedford fans think he maybe got pushed across the half-court line.
I think maybe he was really hoping for that push to get called. But
Kenny to bring it in, throws it into the backcourt to Fernandez. A 5-0 start, 1 minute in for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Chris guarded by Hakey is quickly man-to-man now for Sandhills Thedford. They went two possessions in zone, gave up 2 buckets, so they go man-to-man. Painter, baseline 17-footer, won't go off the front iron. Rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Kinney on the opposite side. And in front of the Ainsworth Pep Band, Sandhills Thedford will bring it in. Glad to have you with us on KBRB. Greg Kinsey, Shane Kinnick bringing you the call tonight. and have our first score in the GNAC tournament, first semifinals. There's a steal by Ryan Salzman. Salzman takes it in and lays it home. And a quick timeout needed for Coach Andrew Christen as the Ainsworth Bulldogs jump out to the 7-0 lead at home. But in that first semifinal in the Greater Northeast Activities Conference, it was Summerland defeating Plainview 53-44. Summerland will play tomorrow at 7:30 in Hardington against the winner of an upcoming game between West Holt and Elkhorn Valley. West Holt girls won their GNAC semifinal last night by 5 over Hardington Newcastle, and will take on undefeated Elkhorn Valley for the second time. The Huskies avenged one of their 5 losses on the season that came to Hardington Newcastle back in December. They get that W, and now a chance to take another one of their losses against Elkhorn Valley, who is 19-0. Off the timeout, Sandhills Thedford basketball, a little pressure by the Bulldogs. Breaking it, jumper mid-range for Hall, won't go. Rebound snared by Logan Schradel. Bulldogs get a stop, lead 7-0, 2 minutes in. Kenny with it, guarded up top by Tehan. 3 for Painter, good. It's another West Plains Bank 3. Witten Painter off to the hot start on the assist by Kenny. 10-0 Bulldogs, trapped in the lane, double teamed, and a tie-up as Painter gets in to tie up Thatcher Tehan.
You got a whole fresh set of players coming in here for the Knights.
Yes, it is. It is a line change for Coach Andrew Christen.
Carter Anderson is in. Aaron Hall is in. Maurice Robinson in. Brandon Goshorn in. And
looks like Mason Cooksley.
Yep.
Yeah. Ball into the corner. It goes to Sandhills Thedford. They've got several guys checking in. That's going to be fun to the old line change. 5-5 as there's a near steal by Kenny. It's saved by Brandon Goshorn. They go inside to Robinson off the glass and scores. Maurice takes one to the hoop and knocks it in. First bucket for Sandhills Thedford comes with 5.5 minutes to go and stops the 10-0 Ainsworth run to start the game. Painter up high, guarded by Cooksley. He'll bank in a 3. A step back, banked in, West Plains Bank 3 that is definitely a West Plains Bank 3 for Witten Painter. He has 9. There's a knockaway and a steal by Schradel. He goes inside, finger roll, good. Logan Schradel on the steal and layup, and the Bulldogs have raced out to 15 points in the first 3 minutes of this game. Robinson tries to turn the corner, and he's knocked to the floor and fouled.
It's going to be Chris Fernandez picking up the first Bulldog foul.
So I'm running out of spots to put players here for Sandhills Thedford.
Well, they only got 10, and they've all played so far.
Right, but their roster did not show some of these guys, and I should know that. I had them earlier in the season against North Central.
That's what happens when you get old.
Yeah, Carter Anderson misses the 3, and the rebound to Chris Fernandez. He throws it ahead to Salzman, who was cherry-picking down the floor, and Salzman lays it in on the rebound assist for Chris Fernandez. How about a 17-point start for Ainsworth? We've yet to even play half the quarter. They're going to make me come back, Shane.
17-2 here with over half the quarter to go.
Inside, wide open shot misses, however, for Hall. Putback won't go for Anderson, and Schradel down with the rebound. Boy, that was a point-blank look for Anderson inside. He couldn't get it to go. With the basketball, Schradel slows it up, gets it to Painter. 3 triples already, guarded by Cooksley. Another pull-up 3. Witten is on fire. A West Plains Bank 3. You're going to have to send Witten a thank you card, West Plains Bank, in this opening quarter. How about a 20-point first half of the first quarter for the Ainsworth Bulldogs, and Andrew Christen has to take his second timeout. The Bulldogs, wow, off to an electric start. A dozen for Painter, 4 for Schradel, 4 for Salzman. Ainsworth leads it 20-2.
Three River Communications tries to better serve their customers of North Central Nebraska with the latest fiber technology, offering up to 1 gig internet speed, high-definition cable TV, and local and long-distance telephone service. Three River Communications, your local service provider.
Maintain and enhance a beautiful lawn with Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth. Jerry and Norma Paulson. Mowing, lawn cleanup, power raking, aerating, fertilizing, and spraying. They provide free estimates, references gladly given. Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth.
For prescriptions and all your over-the-counter, feel-better favorites, come to the pharmacy you know and trust, Ainsworth Drug on Main Street, because keeping you healthy is their top priority. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 1 and 1:30 to 5:30. Go Bulldogs!
Boy, Shane Kinnick, I tell you what, they're going to make me come back, call more Ainsworth games.
Well, I'm guessing next year you're probably going to start calling a lot of them.
20-2 Bulldogs. 4 minutes into this game. Sandhills Thedford basketball after having to use their second timeout. There's a knockaway by Kinney and a steal by Salzman, but he has it taken away from behind. Anderson with the steal, drives in, and a charge call. Anderson wasn't big enough to knock over Painter, but he hit him in the chest, and Witten kind of stumbled backwards a little bit. I guess Witten's going to have to sell that one, but he gets the charge call on Anderson.
It'll be the first foul on Anderson, the 5th turnover for the Knights.
20-2 Bulldogs. Kinney with it out top on the wing to Painter. Maurice Robinson guarding him now. Into the hands of Fernandez. Robinson raced out there to keep Witten from being able to get a three-point shot away. Salzman goes baseline right past Cooksley. Can't get the reverse layup to go. Boy, Shane, I think he could have got that the regular style. I don't think Cooksley was going to be able to block that from behind. The rebound came down to Aaron Hall. Skip pass into the hands of Goshorn. Knock away by Kinney and a steal. Morgan lays it home. 22-2. Ainsworth just 3-10 on the year, but they are dominating here at home. Anderson into the hands of Goshorn. High post to Robinson. He's got their only bucket. Drives inside. Can't get the shot to go, but he'll go to the line for two. And there's the aggressive Maurice Robinson we saw in the game against North Central when we had the Knights earlier in the year. As Robinson had a big game in that one, he'll draw the foul on Witten Painter.
First trip to the line for the Knights here tonight.
Robinson has the only 2 points of the game. This one off the front rim.
And we're going to see 4 of the other 5 back in.
Here we go. 4 more other than Robinson. I'm guessing the 5th, maybe we'll see. Maybe they'll leave Robinson out there. Ainsworth will bring its first sub into the game as freshman Jacob Ortner on to give Chris Fernandez a little breather. I'm guessing Sandhills Thedford going to be a little deeper off the bench than the Bulldogs in this one.
Just a tickle.
Second free throw for Robinson. That one front rim, no, and the newly entered Jacob Ortner gets the board for Ainsworth. Bulldogs up 22-2 here over Sandhills Thedford. Painter guarded tightly by Robinson after hitting 4 threes in this quarter to start the game. Painter drives baseline, gets knocked down, and it'll be turnover Ainsworth as its last touch by Painter heading out of bounds.
And here comes the last of the starting 5 for the Knights.
So all 5 back in after a breather. Coach Andrew Christen playing 5 at a time with his 10. Into the right corner it goes to Tehan, out top into the hands of Martindale. 22 on the shot clock, 2:10 to play in the opening quarter. Mid-range jumper, shot up, hangs on the rim and falls for Aiden Hall.
22-4 with just over 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter.
Morgan Kinney across the timeline. Sandhills Thedford looks like back into a zone. They're kind of switching man-to-man and zone. Inside to Ortner in the paint. His shot blocked by Hall, and Hall comes down with a rebound off the carom. So Aiden Hall picks up a block and a board. Baseball pass inside, knocked away, saved. Shot off the glass, won't go. Staying with it is Hakey, puts it up, can't get it. Another chance and a foul. 2 offensive rebounds for Brady Hakey. And this one on the floor.
This foul, I believe, on Ortner. Yes, it is.
22-4. Ainsworth will bring Chris Fernandez back, giving Schradel a quick breather. Bulldogs by 18. They scored 20 points in the first 4 minutes. Hall turnaround hook shot, no. Rebound to Painter. Ainsworth up by 18 here at home. Into the corner to Salzman, back out top to Painter. Ryan on the wing, Ortner posting up inside. They try to enter it to him, and it's kicked. by Tate Johnston. It will stay with the Bulldogs. 24 on the shot clock, minute 20 to go. I don't know that Ainsworth wanted this first quarter to end. They were lights out early. Scored 20 points in 4 minutes. They've been held to 2 in the next 3 minutes after that. Still a 22-point quarter. Ortner give and go to Kinney. Kick it out. Fernandez. They close out on him. Salzman on the drive. Puts up a runner on the baseline. Hangs on the rim. No. Painter on the offensive glass. Scores and a foul. Whitten Painter having a fantastic first quarter for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. He'll go to the line for an and one.
Going to be Hakey picking up his first foul.
Second and one opportunity of the quarter for the Bulldogs. Schradel missed the free throw on his, and Painter gets that one to go off the back of the iron.
Painter has scored from everywhere on the court so far, already. Salzman out, Schradel back in.
25-4, the Ainsworth Bulldogs at 3-10 lead the 8-11 Sandhills Thedford Knights. Here at home, high post to Hakey. He drives. Gets shut off on good defense by Ortner. Gets it off to Hall. He's double teamed, tries to split it. He's going to draw the foul.
This foul's going to be Schradel.
First on Logan. So Hall to the line.
Aiden Hall. There's 2 Halls there.
Aiden and Aaron. Aiden is the senior, Aaron the sophomore, and he can't connect on the free throw. And a little frustration from Sandhills Thedford. Salzman back in, replacing Ortner. 52 seconds to go in the first. Bulldogs lead it 25-4. Ortner got hit in the mouth, wiping out a little blood. Missed free throw, rebound tipped out to Morgan Kinney. Sandhills Thedford 0 for 4 at the line. Here's a step into 3 from Schradel is good. On the assist by Morgan Kinney, another West Plains Bank 3. Schradel pours one in. A 28-point first quarter for the Bulldogs. 15-foot runner hangs on the rim and falls for Tehan. Ainsworth now could hold for the final shot. As Sandhills Thedford a little pressure, they'll clear it out for Schradel. Brings it into the front court, all the way down the lane, dumps it down to Fernandez. He'll back it out to Kinney. Morgan takes a 3. That one in and out. Rebound to Schradel. Schradel bit fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. 10 seconds to play, and the Bulldogs with 2 free throws from Schradel could put up a 30-point first quarter.
That foul did go on Aiden Hall, his first.
Raise your hand if you had 30 points in the first quarter on your Bulldog bingo card tonight.
Not it.
Schradel's free throw, no good. Jinxed him there, I suppose.
And into the game is Jackson Rucker. Freshman comes in for Whitten Painter.
Giving Whitten a little break here before, boy, that's about the only thing you can do to cool Whitten off. 14 points in the first quarter for Painter. Second free throw for the senior Schradel. This one up and is good. Logan with 8. Usually a pretty good quarter. Not quite 14. Final 10 seconds. Throw it ahead. Now into the Hakey. Hakey splits a double team. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound to Fernandez to close out the first quarter. And what a quarter for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. How about 29 points for a 23-point lead on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. A blizzard of 3s for the Bulldogs, 14 from Whitten Painter, and Ainsworth leading at 29-6. Second quarter next from McAndrew Gymnasium.
Country Fabrics and Crafts of Valentine specializes in baby lock and simplicity sewing machines and sergers. For fabrics, notions, thread, yarn, zippers, trim, and patterns, head to Country Fabrics and Crafts in Valentine. Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth is your best choice for diesel truck and big rig repairs. Bruce Dannett and crew provide long-lasting repair work that stands up to the demands placed on your heavy-duty equipment. Dependable service, repairs done right. Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth. When you need expert electrical service, call on Travis Electric of Ainsworth. Travis Electric provides installation, repair, rewiring, maintenance, and upgrades for residential, commercial, farm, and ranch applications. Timely, reliable, professional, and courteous service, Travis Electric at 402-382-3280.
Well, Shane Kinnick, the Bulldogs average 43 points. Yes, that is per game. And they got a 29-point first 8 minutes here tonight at home. And Tell you what, if your sub-district opponents, Boyd County, North Central, Niobrara, Verdigris, you watch this tape with caution.
Yeah, Greg, that was quite the first quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Fernandez kicks it into the corner to Painter. Witten loses the dribble, needs some help, finds it. Man-to-man defense from Sandhills Thedford to start the second quarter. Fernandez kicks it out to Schradel, 3 on the wing. Off this iron a couple of times, and the rebound down to Hakey.
That's his 4th rebound here. I know 2 of those were offensive on the same possession.
Sandhills Thedford gets a stop to start the second quarter. Bulldogs by 23. Ainsworth in a little, looks like 1-3-1 zone. 3-point shot buried. Top of the key for Aaron Hall. He has 5 of the 9 Sandhills Thedford points.
That was Aiden Hall that knocked that one down.
Here's Schradel on the drive, right through the defense, finger roll too strong, and he has it knocked out of bounds. It will be last touched by Aiden Hall, and the ball to the Bulldogs.
Morgan Kinney comes back in for Rucker.
7:05 to play in the half. Fernandez to bring it in, finds Schradel into the corner to Chris. Out top, no look pass. Kenny open for 3. That one hangs on the front iron, won't fall. Bulldogs cooling off a little bit after that 29-point first quarter. Hakey on another rebound. Knock away by Kenny on the wing. It's out of bounds. Will stay with Sandhills Thedford. Certainly a lot of basketball game left. 29 to 9 now, and make it 11 as Hakey gets the shot to go. Nice find from Hall. Well, a quick little 5-0 spurt for Sandhills Thedford to start the second. Fernandez spin into the corner to Kinney. Morgan loses the dribble, gets it to Chris. 3 in the right corner. That one won't go. Weak side board, chased down by Painter, and then he throws it off of Tate Johnston to save the possession. Give Painter a rebound, and it will stay Bulldog basketball. Little life for Sandhills Thedford here. They shave 5 points off that 23-point deficit. Corner 3, Painter, that off the side of the backboard. Little heat check shot as the rebound down to Aiden Hall. Ahead it goes, and that layup won't go, and a blocking foul called on Painter.
That'll be his second foul.
That'll send Ross Martindale to the free throw line. So 2 fouls on Painter. 6:18 to go in the half, 29-11. Sandhills Thedford was down 23 at the end of one. They've shaved it to 18, and Martindale with 2 free throws. First one strong. Boy, not helping yourself. 0 for 5 at the free throw line. Painter out, Ortner back in.
Yeah, we talked about free throws in the girls' game, and here tonight, guys are down 0 for 5 to start this game.
Second one, that one is good. You just had to mention it, Shane. And
well,
then Ross Hergen knocked one in. It's a 6-0 start to the second quarter. Fernandez kicks it out. Fake 3 by Kinney. Finds Ortner inside. Shot off the glass short. And the rebound down to Martindale. Good find from Kinney on the drive. Kind of surprised Ortner a bit with the, there's a knock away by Schradel. It will stay with Sandhills Thedford. But boy, good active defense for Ainsworth in the full court.
That one you had Kinney along with Salzman out there, just had the guards taken up. They couldn't do anything. Tried to throw it down, and Schradel came to knock it away.
High post to Hakey, looking inside, guarded by Ortner. Nice dump down, find to Hall. Really pretty pass from Brady Hakey. Don't look now, but it's an 8-0 run for Sandhills Thedford to start the second. Bulldogs spending some of that first quarter capital here. Schradel with it, skips it across to Chris Fernandez. Fernandez probes out to Kinney. Morgan back to the basket, flips it out to Salzman. Ryan pull up on the elbow, gets it off the rim a couple of times. No, Morgan Kinney sneaks inside for the board. Bounces it out to Schradel. He'll take a 3. That one nearly banked in. And the rebound to Hall. So the Bulldogs shooting has cooled off a bit to start the second quarter. They're scoreless for the first 3 minutes. And Sandhills Thedford on an 8-0 run. High post to Hakey. Working on Ortner. Knocked away by Kinney on the pass, but a drive by Hall takes it down the baseline. All of a sudden, Aiden Hall's come alive. He has 9, 7 of them here in the third, and it's a 10-0 start for Sandhills Thedford in the second quarter. Schradel swings it to Kinney. Morgan out top, drives, step back, kicks it off to Fernandez. A three, in and out, no. And the rebound down to Martindale. And all of a sudden, the momentum has changed, Shane. All of a sudden, it's a 13-point game.
Tale of two quarters here.
Martindale looking down low for Hakey, and a bounces passes wide of him instead of a full line change. Robinson, the only one going to come in. He's saying, well, just me? Okay, who am I taking out? Instead of everybody.
Come in for Johnston, going to give him a break.
So Ainsworth gets it back, but 10 of that 23-point lead has been trimmed. Chris Fernandez didn't see the ball last minute, turned just in time to catch it. They throw it inside for Ortner. Jacob wasn't ready, and the ball turned over. Is that just the third on Ainsworth?
That is.
Robinson against the freshman. Knocked away by Ortner, saved by Robinson. He'll get it back outside to Martindale. Under 4 to go. Ainsworth is scoreless for the first 4 minutes of this second quarter. Hakey over the top for a Hall, catch and score.
They found a kink in the armor here on the Bulldogs.
12-0 run for Sandhills Thedford. It's an 11-point game, and a timeout taken by Coach Jake Nelson of the Bulldogs, as Ainsworth all of a sudden, after not missing like about anything for the first 4 minutes, they've cooled off a bit, and it's an 11-point lead for the Bulldogs. 29-18, 12-0 second quarter in favor of Sandhills Thedford, but they're still down 11.
This is Terry Hess with Sylvius Insurance Group. Livestock Risk Protection, or LRP, is a federally subsidized insurance product that protects against the decline in price over an insurance period for fed cattle, feeder cattle, swine. To learn more, call me at 402-340-0567.
Everything for your building needs is available from Century Lumber in Ainsworth. Whether you are starting from scratch, remodeling, or just doing a little maintenance, the necessary supplies are waiting for you at Century Lumber on Main Street in Ainsworth.
Greg Kinsey, Shane Kinnick welcoming you back on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, KBRB.net, and on the Ainsworth Community Schools live stream of this matchup here between Sandhills Thedford and the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Shane, tale of two quarters. Bulldogs couldn't miss in the first, and now they're struggling in the second. They've been scoreless the first 4 minutes, and Sandhills Thedford, after just 6 points in the first quarter, they've doubled that in the second. All of a sudden, we've got an 11-point game.
It'd be nice to see the shooting percentages by quarter in this one, Greg, because I think they're going to be about opposite.
I would say that's exactly right. So it will be Bulldog basketball after the timeout from Coach Jake Nelson. See if Ainsworth can regroup and find something like they did. They're going to bring Witten Painter back with his 2 fouls, going to the high post, kick it to Fernandez, out to Schradel. Tried to measure a 3, but a good recovery by Aaron Hall, who's back in off that timeout. High post to Painter, give and go to Fernandez. Layup can't get it to go. Probably didn't need the acrobatics there as a rebound comes down to Aaron Hall. Had a good look on the nice drive and find. Martindale on the baseline, gets it to Robinson, who scoops it in. Martindale on the assist. Robinson has his second bucket. It is a single-digit game, Shane. Here's Schradel trying to attack, puts it up and scores. First bucket of the second quarter for the Bulldogs, puts Logan Schradel in double figures with 10. Robinson hounded by Morgan Kinney up high, knocks over Morgan. They play on. There's a loose ball. Hakey had it never controlled. Missed shot by Hall. Hakey on the offensive glass, puts it up, can't finish. Anderson short, puts it up again, no, and a foul. Attacking the offensive glass, Carter Anderson and Brady Hakey.
Carter's going to go to the line for 2 here. Morgan Kinney's going to pick up his first foul.
2:37 to play in the half, 31-20 Bulldogs. The way we've got here is pretty interesting as Carter's short on the free throw. Just 1 for 7 at the line. Sandhills Thedford down by 11. Second one for the freshman. Lefty is up and good with that one. I noticed those left-hand players.
Yeah, there's something.
Schradel with it for the Bulldogs, now against a 2-3 zone for Sandhills Thedford. Schradel kicks it out to Painter, see if he can match the first quarter, and he does! Witten buries another West Plains Bank 3 on the assist from Schradel. Witten lets out a little roar after that one, gives him 17, 5 threes in the quarter. There's a knock away in the high post by Kinney, saved by Robinson, out into the corner for a 3. Martindale knocks it in on a triple. The assist for Maurice Robinson. Back to a 10-point game, 34-24. Schradel with it on the left wing against the zone. Tries to turn the corner, stopped by Robinson. Now pulls up from 14, in and out, and he's going to foul Robinson on the rebound.
That'll be the second foul on Schradel.
So 2 on Schradel, 2 on Painter. That is the third team foul on Ainsworth. 1:48 to go in the half.
Aiden Hall came back in for Aaron Hall, and now we see Ortner checking in for the Bulldogs as he comes in for Salzman.
10-point Ainsworth lead. They led 29-6 after one. It's an 18-5 second quarter for Sandhills Thedford. Knock away by Kinney, and look at the speed to chase it down in the corner. Morgan brings it ahead, bounces it. Witten Painter, corner three, bingo again!
Oh my.
Another West Plains Bank three. Kinney on the assist. Painter unconscious with 6 threes in the half. 20-point first half for Witten Painter. Put this on the highlight reel for that young junior, as there's a step through by Robinson, and he's called for traveling.
I think he might have had one too many little hops trying to get through the crowd down there.
Bulldogs get it back with 1:16 to go. Boy, Sandhills Thedford went back to his zone. Shane, and I wouldn't be surprised if Witten Painter hadn't just shot him right back out of it again. Corner for Fernandez, out top to Kinney. Still 25 on the shot clock. High post to Ortner. Jacob turns the corner. Jumper. Front rim no from mid-range. And a foul on the rebound. Is that going to go on Fernandez? Yes, it is.
It is going to be the second on Fernandez.
So the foul's starting to mount a bit. 1:01 to go in the second. Just the fourth team foul. So Sandhills Thedford not yet in the bonus.
Sandhills Thedford with 0 team fouls in this quarter.
37-24. Bulldogs with a 13-point lead. High post to Robinson, knocked away, stolen by Schradel. Ahead to Kinney. Morgan into the paint, feeds it off to Fernandez, out to Painter for 3 again! He knew it as soon as he let it go as Fernandez on the assist. It's another West Plains Bank 3. 40-24, and Robinson steps on the baseline. Turnover Knights, and the Bulldogs can hold 4-1 potentially.
We're going to see Salzman check back in. Ortner's going to go out.
1 second difference on the shot clock and game clock. 40-24. Ainsworth, how about 7 first half threes for Witten Painter? I know this Ainsworth 3-point record is pretty up there as far as schools go, the amount of threes this Bulldog team has hit over the years, but boy, if Witten has a second quarter half the way he had the first, you will be knocking on that single game record. I want to say it's about 10 or 11 in a game for one player, and Witten's already with 7 threes in the first half. 5 seconds on the clock, 3 for Schradel. Late shot clock, can't get it to go. Hakey the rebound. Pull up 3 from the spike line is too strong. And that'll take us to the half. Wow, what a first half of basketball here from McAndrew Gymnasium. Reigning West Plains Bank threes from Witten Painter. 7 of the 8 made 3-point buckets from the junior, and Ainsworth outscored 18-11 in the second, but they pushed the lead back to 16 as we hit our Tri-County Bank halftime show. That comes up next on KBRB.
Get the good stuff at Sandhills Automotive, your Napa store on Main Street in Ainsworth. We carry a complete line of passenger car and light truck parts, as well as heavy-duty truck parts for the big rigs used on your farm or ranch. Buffalo's Automotive in Ainsworth, one call, that's all.
Your Zamatic by Lindsay dealer offers replacement parts for any brand of pivot, installation and training, superior service when you need it.
Your local Zamatic by Lindsay dealer is Ainsworth Electric Motor, located just 1 mile east of Ainsworth on Highway 20. Call 387-1071.
Get your game on at Palmer Embroidery and Boutique. You can get your Bulldog gear here. Not just for students, we have all fans covered, including parents and grandparents. Bulldog Pride? It's kind of a really big deal at your locally owned hometown boutique on Main Street in Ainsworth.
Well, Shane, they're going to have a little extended halftime as the dance team has the youngsters out there for this performance. So you're going to see a few of the youngsters, future dance team members potentially, working with the dance team this afternoon. So they'll have Extended halftime. We'll have about a 13-minute halftime instead of the typical 10, but we've got plenty of things to talk about. What a first half. Wow, that was fun.
Aren't they fun to call when you got somebody shooting like that? And I do believe Hunter Martin holds the single game record with 10.
10. I knew it was 10 or 11. He and Brady Delamont were right up there. I don't know how many Jesse Carver had in a game of his was 9, but
I believe he had it at 9.
Yeah, then Brady set it at 10, and then Hunter beat it at 11. Is that right?
I believe so. There was a whole bunch of them kids. I know I had one of them kids that would tie it from time to time and just could never quite get it. I believe Matthew McLeod might have tied it a few times and could never get it, but that class under them, too, they were able to catch him and knock Jesse off the pedestal.
And, Ainsworth also, I believe, has a couple of state records, or right up there in performances for combined threes in games.
They have some single game records themselves, plus some combined ones. If you grab a state book and look in the back of it, there's a lot of Ainsworth in there for three-pointers.
Yeah, so 7 threes from Witten Painter in the first half of the 8 that were made by the Bulldogs. Schradel with the other one. West Plains, you're getting your money's worth this time on the West Plains Bank three-point shots. Sandhills Thedford has 2 made threes, one from Aiden Hall and one from Ross Martindale. But boy, after a 20-point first 4 minutes, the Bulldogs then went about 3 minutes without a point and then scored about 9 more in the final minute and change.
Well, it took them another quarter and a half to match that 20 points.
Yes, it did. They scored 11 in the second quarter, and most of that damage done in the final, 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, they didn't score until, I believe, 3 minutes to go in that quarter.
Right. And Sandhills Thedford, after just 6 in the first quarter, they put up 18 in the second as they didn't continue that line change rotation. They stayed with the starters for the most part. Aiden Hall.
Well, I wonder, and I haven't seen Sandhills Thedford play, but I wonder if that line change was because they had just taken a timeout. Ainsworth came out and knocked down a couple more buckets, and it might have been one of them deals that my starters didn't do what I told them to at that timeout. So I'm just going to pull them all, put these other 5 in, get everything straightened out.
Well, we have a halftime score from Summerland. It is West Holt leading Elkhorn Valley 25-24. Huskies, I believe, playing it without 6'5" senior Lincoln Conrad in that one as he got hurt in practice this week. But the Huskies a 1-point lead over Elkhorn Valley in the GNAC semifinals. Winner gets Summerland, who beat Plainview 53-44. Well, Ainsworth, tale of 2 quarters, led 29-6 after 1, and Sandhills Thedford outscored the Bulldogs 18-11 in the second. That's how we get to a 40-24 halftime score. It is our Tri-County Bank halftime show on KBRB. Running an ag business is hard work at the Tri-County Bank. They're here to lend a hand with local financing customized to meet your needs. Your operation can continue to thrive. Work with a team of ag lenders who have deep roots in their communities. Because of the Tri-County Bank, they're not just your lenders, they're your neighbors. Stop by one of their branches in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, or O'Neill. Visit TriCountyBank.com. The Tri-County Bank, member FDIC. We will take a break, come back on an extended Tri-County Bank halftime show, go through our first half statistics, and get our keys to the second half. Bulldogs at home leading Sandhills Thedford 40-24.
This is Dave Sears, Ag Loan Officer with Homestead Bank. The ag bankers at Homestead Bank understand the risks and rewards of farming and ranching. We can help you look ahead and plan for a season of success. Stop in or call to visit with one of our experienced bankers today to start your journey. Homestead Bank, member FDIC.
Get your smile on. At Ainsworth Family Dental, Dr. Mackenzie Owen and dental hygienist Lene Hansmeyer, along with their friendly staff, always strive for one common goal: to help their patients achieve and maintain a beautiful, healthy smile.
Locally owned and operated since 1953, Nelson Furniture, Main Street in Valentine, where more than the price is right. You'll find a great selection, personal service, and all the elements that make your house a home. Delivery available and financing available to qualified buyers at Nelson Furniture, Valentine. Todd Flynn Law Office, PC LLO in Ainsworth, 382-3420. When you need legal assistance, whether for personal, business, or farm and ranch concerns, call Todd Flynn Law Office, PC LLO at 402-382-3420 in Ainsworth.
Apply plumber who shows up in a flash? Call on Lytle Plumbing. From annoying drips to new construction, septic tank install to emergency call. You just want someone experienced, reliable, and honest. John Davis and his crew show up. Call 402-760-0450.
Jones Salvage of Ainsworth, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics, has new steel and windbreak steel available, tractors and vehicles, and pays competitive prices for scrap iron, vehicles, and farm machinery. Call Tom at 402-382-8004 or Willie at 402-382-8784. Grain movement and marketing. For independent grain marketing, contact Pride Grain, located on Highway 20 between Long Pine and Bassett. They have a variety of marketing tools available to meet your individual marketing plan. Visit with Brad Wilkins at Pride Grain. They're proud to be a supporter of local athletics.
We welcome you back here on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, and KBRB.net. Fun first half of basketball. Give us a little extended halftime show. 40-24, Bulldogs with the lead. Shane, you were looking up some of those records there at the half. Well, they've still got a lot of threes to get the Bulldog single game record.
Yeah,
22,
Greg.
Is that right?
22 says as a team three-point individual game state record. Ainsworth holds that with 22. Individual player three-pointers per game is Hunter Martin with 10. And then there's a whole lot of other three-point for the year. Brady Delamont has that with 320.
For a career?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for a year.
No,
No,
not
that's
323s. I
career.
promise you that.
Yeah.
That would have been.
My bad. Individual season, Brady has that one with 98.
90-something, I thought. Well, we'll go through our first half statistics. Shane, I'll let you give us your scoring and rebounding. I'll follow up with assists, and we'll go from there.
All right, Greg, I got turnover-wise, Ainsworth a very clean first half, only 3 turnovers. The Knights with 11. Rebounding-wise, the Knights own that one. They out-rebounded Ainsworth 18-12. The free throw line, each team made 2. Ainsworth only shot 4. Sandhills Thedford shot 8. Down the list, I got Carter Anderson. He goes 1 of 2 from the line, give him 2 points, 3 rebounds. Aiden Hall, he goes 0 of 2 from the line, give him 13 points.
I got him for 11.
Oh, that's what I got too.
Okay.
My mathing isn't too mathing tonight. And 3 rebounds, I have Aaron Hall with 2 rebounds. Brady Hakey, 2 points, 7 rebounds. Ross Martindale, give him 4 points, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds. Maurice Robinson, 4 points, 0 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound. And Thatcher Tehan, 2 points. For the Bulldogs, Morgan Kinney, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Chris Fernandez, 2 rebounds. Logan Stradle, I have him 10 points, 1 of 3 from the line, 3 rebounds. Ryan Salzman with 4 points. Jacob Ortner off the bench with a rebound. And then Witten Painter. Give him 21 points that were all 3-pointers, and then 3 more, so I can do that math. 24 points.
Well, he missed the free throw, right? 1-2 and missed the free throw?
I had him making the free throw. And 4 rebounds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Boy,
You got me.
I hate it when I'm right.
You are right.
I'm really used to it, but I do hate it when that happens. That's what I got for the first half.
All right, assist-wise for Sandhills Thedford, Brady Hakey with 2, Aiden Hall with 1, Ross Martindale with 1, Maurice Robinson with 1, had Aiden Hall with 1 block. Nobody with more than 1 foul for Sandhills Thedford. And for Ainsworth, I had Morgan Kinney with 3 assists, 2 assists for Chris Fernandez, 2 for Logan Stradle, and 1 for Witten Painter. It is time for our keys to the second half. They're brought to you by Ainsworth Motors. Before we do that foul situation for Ainsworth, Chris Fernandez, Logan Stradle, Witten Painter, each with 2 for the Bulldogs. Ainsworth Motors brings you our keys to the second half. And check out their great inventory lineup at your Best in the West Ford store, East Highway 20 in Ainsworth. Some new 2025s on the lot. Saw a couple Broncos out there, a new 2025 Ford F-150 on the lot, and of course some great financing available through Ford Credit for those who qualify. Stop out and see why at Ainsworth Motors the difference is the dealer, that best-selling line of trucks in America, the Ford F-Series. Well, Shane, let's start with keys to the second half for the Sandhills Thedford Knights.
Tough defense. Get all over these Bulldogs out there and try not to let anybody, especially Witten Painter, get anywhere behind the three-point line with any space. I think on offense, I think they really need to work that ball down low. they have some height. They were doing it in that second quarter, and they were getting some points off of it. Just kind of a little dump pass down over top of the defense. You got guys down there that are hustling and making room and creating some points.
Well, how about for the Ainsworth Bulldogs?
I'd say keep your foot on the gas. Don't let up whatever you do, because once you do, these Knights, they're going to come back on you. They showed that in that second quarter that they're not a slacker team either. They're going to come out here with a will here in this second half.
I think if you're Ainsworth, they have really done a great job pressuring on the perimeter, forcing turnovers. But when Sandhills Thedford has got the ball into the painted area, that high-low post, they've done a good job with Hakey getting into the high post and then dumping it down to Aiden Hall in the low post. They really found something with that in the second quarter. I'd expect Coach Kristen to try to go right back to that and see if they can't either get some scores inside or draw some fouls on the Bulldogs by going with that high-low game.
Yeah, not only Aiden Hall, but also when Maurice Robinson's in there, they were really working him through that paint as well.
All right, those are your keys to the second half, brought to you by Ainsworth Motors. We'll take a break, come back, second 16 minutes of basketball in your Tri-County Bank Extended Halftime Show. 40-24, Bulldogs by 16. Second 16 minutes are next.
Stop in and see Mike Schrod, your State Farm insurance agent on Main Street in Ainsworth for all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. That's State Farm Insurance on Main Street in Ainsworth. Good service at a good price. See Mike Schrod, your State Farm insurance agent in Ainsworth.
Before you head out to your next destination, fuel up at Yogi's Place, Highway 20 in Ainsworth. And while in, make sure to fuel your body up with select sandwiches, snacks, candies, and beverages. They also have gift cards, too. Yogi's Place, Highway 20 in Ainsworth, is open Monday through Saturday.
We will change ends of the floor. Sandhills Thedford in their road black uniforms with the white numbers and letters and the green stripe. They taking on the white-clad Ainsworth Bulldogs with their red numbers and letters and red stripes. Sandhills Thedford going from left to right, from south to north, here to start with the basketball in the second half. Bulldogs lead by 16, stay in the zone. Robinson on the drive, goes right past two Bulldogs and scores. Too easy there. Maurice Robinson was 6, and it's a 14-point game. Fernandez up top to Schradel. They're going to go man-to-man and trying to face guard Witten Painter after that first half. Schradel all the way to the rack. Good speed by Logan Schradel as he got past his defender for a layup. Schradel with a dozen. In the corner, double-teamed and trapped is Tihan, and he gets it to turnover as Ryan Salzman steals it. Here's Painter into the corner to Fernandez. Starting five out there, looks like for both squads. No, other than Robinson, he did not start. Fernandez with it, working against Hakey, gets it to Kinney. Bulldogs patient. Schradel on the cut, was looking for Fernandez on the corner. Fernandez cut down the baseline. They talk it out, give each other a little five, and the Bulldogs just their fourth turnover, Shane. You're right. They took care of the ball very well in that first half.
And on that one, both of them had a great idea. They were just on different pages.
Hakey will get it across the line into the hands of Tihan. Out top to Robinson. Martindale with it. Skip pass. Tihan fakes the three. Now steps in for about a 14-footer. In and out. Rebound down to Painter, but he has it poked away by Martindale. Martindale turnaround jumper. No, and the rebound this time to Painter. So Martindale will have to give him a rebound, I think, and I don't know if Witten ever secured that board before it got poked away. So a rebound for Martindale and a miss, and a rebound for Painter, his fifth. 42-26 Bulldogs, each team with one bucket here in the third quarter. Schradel into the corner, triple, no, too strong, and they fight for the rebound on the weak side. It'll go out of bounds off Martindale. He and Painter were scrumming for it. Good head fake there by Schradel Shane, and got his defender in the air and just took one dribble and a step sideways, but couldn't get the shot to go. Get a catch for Witten. He tries to penetrate, kicks it out to Salzman, now to Fernandez. New shot clock, 6 minutes to go in the third. Bulldogs lead by 16. A 29-point first quarter, and Schradel is going to get a foul call on the drive. They won't give him the shot.
I believe this one, yes, it's going to go on Aiden Hall, going to be his second foul.
First whistle of the second half, fresh 35-second clock. Fernandez inbounds to Kinney. They are just trying to drape all over Witten Painter at this point after 7 threes in the first half. Bounce pass into the corner to Fernandez. Chris tries to drive baseline on Hakey, gets it to Kinney, back to the basket. Up and under move, hangs in the lane. Nice find to Schradel, who couldn't get the shot to fall. Painter took a shot to the face. Rebound comes out to Robinson. And we've got a whistle.
This will go on Morgan Kinney, going to be his second foul.
Yeah, Witten took a shot right in the chops. I don't know if it pinned his glasses to his forehead there for a little bit.
A little glasses tattoo.
Second foul on Kinney. So 4 Bulldog starters with 2 fouls. They've spread them out. Martindale to the hands of Tihan. 5:25 to play in the third. Bulldogs maintain a 16-point lead. Drive by Hakey, shot good off the glass. Just the second bucket for Hakey. He leads all players with 7 rebounds. 42-28. Fernandez on the right wing, gets a screen from Schradel, tries to turn the corner on Hall, out to Painter, 3-point shot, no good. Rebound to Robinson, and streaking ahead is Martindale. Puts up a wild shot and misses. And the rebound down to Fernandez. Not sure what was happening there. Tried a wild head fake and then kind of just an off-balance shot. Here's a drive by Kinney, steps through a double team, and it's a double dribble. 5th turnover on the Bulldogs.
Carter Anderson along with Aaron Hall checking back in for the Knights. Going to have Ortner check in for the Bulldogs.
Out will go Aiden Hall.
And Martindale.
Bulldogs will have Painter exit. Check and make sure everything's in the right place, I think, for Witten. 42-28, pace has slowed a bit. 3+ minutes in, only a combined 6 points. Sandhills Thedford down 14. Up top, here's Robinson against the zone. Gets it off to Tihan on the right wing. 3-point shot off the side of the iron. Rebound, though, saved by Anderson. Shot short. Gets it again, puts it up and scores. The freshman staying with it. 2 rebounds.
And then 5 rebounds to go along with his 3 points.
42-30. Fernandez pulls up on the wing and hits from about 13 feet. First bucket for Chris Fernandez. He's our second leading scorer on the season, just his first basket. Hakey inside with a triple team and tries to fight through it and does so. Hakey just keeps pivoting until he found a little space, got it over the freshman Ortner. Schradel pull up 3 in transition, no. Quick shot, rebound down to Robinson. Sandhills Thedford can cut it to 10 with a bucket here, 9 with a 3. Hakey inside, he's got room. 6 points in the third for Brady Hakey, and it's a 10-point game. Bulldogs led by 23 at the end of one, 29-6. Sandhills Thedford has just stayed with it, and then Schradel tries a crossover dribble, loses it off his arm and out of bounds.
Painter's going to come back in for Ortner. Talked about Ainsworth, only 3 turnovers in the first half, and they got 3 here in the first half of this quarter.
Was just going to mention that same thing. You're exactly right. Doubled their turnovers in about 4.5 minutes. 44-34. Here's a drive by Tihan on the baseline. He's double teamed. Gets it to Robinson. Robinson dribbles it back outside on the wing to Tihan. 3:10 to go. Nobody even guarding Tihan on the wing. Robinson drives, pull up from 14. Shot no. And that's an over the back call going against, I believe, Aaron Hall.
Yep, that'll be his first foul.
That was a good box out there. I think it was Salzman, was it not, or was it Painter? One of the two in there got a nice box out, and Hall climbed over. So the ball goes back to the Bulldogs. 3 minutes to play in the third. Ainsworth has scored just 4 points in this third quarter, and their 16-point halftime lead's been cut to 10. Kinney with it, skips it to Fernandez. 3 on the wing. That one front rim, no. They battle for the board on the weak side, and it goes out off of Sandhills Thedford. Will stay with Ainsworth. All the Bulldogs were headed back past half court. Kinney triggers it into Painter. Fakes the 3, pulls up, gets it off to Fernandez. Fresh 35-second clock for the Bulldogs. Leading by 10. Anderson trying to drape himself all over Painter. Fernandez on the drive, kicks it into the corner. Salzman, extra pass to Schradel. Still 20 on the shot clock. Bulldogs patient with it. Schradel loses the handle. Turnover Bulldogs ahead to Robinson. Lays it in. Here come the Knights. They've cut the deficit in half. Schradel gets it off to Painter, back to Logan. Down 8 now. The Bulldogs' 16-point halftime lead's been cut in half. Schradel's going to knock over Hakey, it was, I believe, and that's a charge call on Schradel, his third foul.
That's one, as soon as he dropped that shoulder, Greg, you know it's coming.
Jake Nelson will take a timeout for the Bulldogs with 2:08 to go. Ainsworth led by 16 at half. It's currently an 8-point ball game with 2:08 to play here in the third.
And improve with Tim's Construction of Ainsworth. Additions, kitchens, bathrooms, roofing, drywall, window replacement, siding, even custom-built homes start to finish. Call Tim's Construction of Ainsworth for a free, no-obligation quote at 402-760-0162.
Well, the Westhold Huskies minus their 4-year senior leader, Lincoln Conrad. The Huskies on the GNAC semifinals lost a 10-point decision earlier in the year to Elkhorn Valley. Westhold, after 3 quarters, leads EV 39-33 from Summerlin tonight. Winner gets Summerlin Saturday at Hardington for the GNAC championships. Sandhills Thedford with the basketball, down by just 8. Turnaround jumper on the baseline, won't go for Hall, and the rebound down to Schradel. Good look. Schradel trying to attack before the defense is set, gets it in the corner. 3 for Salzman, in and out, and the rebound pulled down by Aaron Hall. Throw it ahead, stolen by Schradel. Just the second turnover of the quarter by Sandhills Thedford. Salzman into the corner, Schradel for 3. No, Bulldogs have cooled off. Offensive rebound on the weak side for Fernandez. Fresh 35-second clock. Painter, they double team him off the screen. Get it to Kinney. Morgan works off a screen. Keeps the dribble alive. 5-second count on, gets it off to Fernandez. Now to Schradel, still 18 on the shot clock. 8-point lead for the Bulldogs, into Kinney. Backdoor pass looking for Fernandez along the baseline, pass just a little wide.
Good idea, just didn't work very good.
But boy, Shane, 3 turnovers in the first half, 6 in the third quarter for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's tough. And the Knights had 11 in the first half and only 2 here in the third quarter. So things kind of flipped around a little bit there this half.
44-36. Ainsworth led 29-6 after 1. Led by 16 at the half. There's a steal by Painter. Careless turnover by Sandhills Thedford, and a travel by Salzman the other way.
Trading turnovers.
Now we're down to the final minute. Bulldogs have been held to 4 points in this third quarter after 29 in the first.
And we're going to see Brandon Goshorn coming back in. Going to give Robinson a little break.
A minute to play in quarter number 3. We've got an 8-point basketball game. Sandhills Thedford has outscored Ainsworth 12-4 here in the third. Anderson, the freshman in the backcourt, working against Kinney, brings it into the front court. Up top to Goshorn. High post stolen away by Kinney. Good anticipation, and then that's a quick first step. You think you can get it past him, and you can't. Inside it goes to Schradel. Baseline fadeaway, hits the side of the backboard, and the rebound down to Anderson.
Got 6 rebounds to Anderson here.
Anderson, baseline jumper, hangs on the rim, no. Weak side rebound. Hall just too tall against Fernandez, who's in position. Hall's shot strong, and the rebound down to Painter as Hall hits the floor hard.
Oh, dang, that hurts my tailbone.
Yes, it did. And Ainsworth can hold for the final shot of the quarter now with 13 seconds left in the shot clock dark. Here's Schradel with 8 seconds, working against Hall. Backs it up, loses it off his leg with 3. He's going to take a volleyball spike line 3. Buries it.
Oh, my.
A West Plains Bank 3 to give the Bulldogs back a little momentum. That was from behind the 10-foot volleyball spike line and gives Ainsworth an 11-point lead heading into the final 8 minutes. Just 7 points in that third quarter, but the last 3 from Logan Schradel. And the Bulldogs lead it 47-36 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard with 8 minutes to go from McAndrew Gymnasium.
No over
price lawn services? No headache. Call on Steck Lawn Care in Ainsworth. Grant Steck offers mowing services, landscaping, seasonal cleanup, and more. You can even reserve your mow day and rate for next season now. Call or text 402-760-1808.
Palmer Law Group, LLC, attorney at law in Ainsworth. They focus on you, the client, with complete legal services and with reasonable fees. Rob Palmer of Palmer Law Group, LLC, 121 East 2nd Street, a member of the KBRB Sportscasters Club.
Well, that was a big shot for Ainsworth to regain a little momentum, Shane, before the start of the fourth quarter. Momentum was squarely on the side of Sandhills Thedford, but Logan Schradel gives the Bulldogs a little bounce in their step with that 29 or 30-foot three-point shot behind the 10-foot red spike line, just inside the Bulldog logo. And Ainsworth leads by 11 in the final 8 minutes, and it will be Bulldog basketball working north to south, right to left to start the fourth quarter. That for Schradel's 15 points. Painter was held scoreless in that third quarter after the 24-point first half.
Yeah, Painter's got a whole lot of face guarding going on him, keeping him away from the ball.
Witten with it. They switch off on the screen. Now to Kinney. Still 15 on the shot clock. Two-man game, Kinney and Painter. Morgan drives and is going to travel with it as he kicked it out to Fernandez. Turnover number 11 all of a sudden on the Bulldogs.
And the Knights with 15 only had 11 at the half and only 4 here in the second half.
Robinson to Hakey. Out there with Martindale, Goshorn, and Hall. That is Aiden Hall. High post to Hakey. He's been good. Bounces it down low. Hall too short. Got too far under the rim to finish. Caught the bottom of the rim on the shot, but it's knocked out of bounds on the rebound by the Bulldogs. It will stay with Sandhills Thedford. Should be a fresh 35, Shane. It did hit the rim. Inbound, nice find for Hall, and he's fouled on the shot, and that will be 4 on Logan Schradel.
That's big. Gonna have Aiden Hall back to the line. He was there in the first half. He went 0-2. We'll see if he can improve on that in this second.
These are the first free throws of the entire second half, Shane. Comes with 7:19 to go in the game. 4 fouls on Schradel and a missed free throw again for Aiden Hall. Boy, these missed free throws starting to stack up for the Knights. They're 2 for 9 at the line and down by 11. See if Coach Jake Nelson with an 11-point lead going to roll the dice, keep Schradel out there. Front rim no on the second. And the rebound down to Morgan Kinney. 2 for 10 at the line for Sandhills Thedford. Witten catch and shoot three. Nails another one on the feed from Fernandez. Witten was a trailer. And it's a West Plains Bank 3 for Painter again. His 8th of the game. He's 2 away from tying a school record for an individual game. Rebound for Schradel on the miss by the Knights.
And that one hit the bottom of the shot clock. It should have been whistled dead, but
Kinney in the lane, needs to get out of there, does so, finds Fernandez now to Schradel. 6:45 to play, 14-point lead for the Bulldogs. And this one they're going to say out of bounds off of Schradel. He's thinking it's Ainsworth basketball.
Do have
turnover Bulldogs.
Thatcher Tehan checks back into the game, going to give Brandon Goshorn a break.
50-36. Ainsworth. It's not much of a run, but it's a 6-point little spurt on a 3 to end the third and a 3 to start the fourth to put it back to a 14-point game. Hall turnaround jumper good, just right over the top of Witten Painter. Witten a good job just going straight up, but Hall, tall, knocks it in. He's about 6'3" for Sandhills Thedford. Fernandez working against Hakey, out to Kinney. 12-point lead for the Bulldogs. Martindale is face guarding Painter. Salzman on the drive, baseline, just nowhere to go with it. Robinson caught in the air, tries to throw it off Schradel. Logan, nifty move to duck out of the way. That would have hurt.
Get out of the way because it was coming in hot.
It'll stay with Ainsworth. I don't know why they reset the shot clock, but they do. Fernandez gets it on an outlet to Kinney. We hit the 6-minute mark. Bulldogs lead by a dozen. Fernandez drives, takes it in, can't get the shot to go. Good defense by Hakey, and the rebound down to Aiden Hall. Back the other way come the Knights, down by a dozen. Throw it inside to Hakey against Painter. Spin move, shot good. Hakey's good game. 10 points, 8 in the second half. Give him 7 boards, couple of assists.
Nice
Nice
had
find.
a solid game here.
Yes, he has.
trying to pick up a player of the game.
Schradel on the drive, shut off by Robinson, and there's a foul on Maurice.
Only his first foul. The way he plays, I'm kind of surprised. But he's not afraid to get in there and fight all the time. Here comes Ortner for, looks like Schradel going to come out with his 4 fouls.
Schradel coming out of the game. You never have to know what Logan's thinking.
No.
He didn't think he wanted to come out of the game. 5:35 to go. Bulldog basketball. Foul was on the floor. Fresh 35-second clock. 10-point lead for Ainsworth. Kenny enters it into Ortner. Goes to work on Hall. Baseline jumper. Good! Jacob Ortner, the freshman, with a little baseline J over the top of Aiden Hall, and the 4th assist for Morgan Kenny, and the freshman a big bucket. And Salzman mugs Thatcher Tehan.
Wow. That's the first foul on Salzman, but going to be the 3rd team foul.
That one was pretty obvious. I don't know if Ryan was upset with something on the other end, but a little demonstrative there. But that, that was a good old-fashioned mugging out on the wing.
Yeah.
Inside ball knocked away from Hakey, stolen by Painter. Bulldogs get it, and honestly, with a 12-point lead, should probably go to work on the clock a little bit with that 35-second clock. Ortner back to Salzman. Baseline drive gets shut off by Hakey, finds Fernandez. Up top to Kinney, still 20 on the shot clock. Morgan crossover into the paint, flips it up, can't get it off the front of the rim, and the rebound down to Maurice Robinson. 12-point lead for the Bulldogs. Robinson into the paint, goes past Ortner, misses the layup, and Painter down with another board. 7 rebounds for Witten to lead the Bulldogs, along with a 27 points. Fernandez baseline jumper, no. Weak side board down to Hakey. Ainsworth a quick shot and a miss, 4:15 to play. Nice knock away by Fernandez, and the steal by Kenny, who keeps the dribble alive as he hits the deck. Ainsworth basketball approaching the 4-minute mark. Now Kenny backs it up, stepped on the side, stepped on the half-court line. He just took 2 steps backwards.
About a half a foot on that line. I'm looking right down at it.
Yeah, we could see it coming. He took 1 step back and got about 6 inches from it, took another step back, and right on that midcourt line, officials right there. Timeout taken, 4:06 to go. We'll catch our breath, 52-40 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Bulldogs by 12.
Book a stay at Ainsworth's award-winning Roadway Inn, offering a wide range of amenities and perks, including a delicious breakfast to get your day started off on the right foot, pool, cozy, clean rooms, and so much more. Book online or call 402-387-1050.
Local news personalized with pictures. The Ainsworth Star-Journal, serving the community for more than 140 years. To subscribe or for assistance in promoting your business, contact the Ainsworth Star-Journal at 387-2844.
Greg Kinsey, Shane Kinnick welcoming you back here to McAndrew Gymnasium. Coach, you're missing a good one, buddy. It's kind of fun here at McAndrew tonight. Sandhills Thedford won the girls' game 51-42. That was a fun ball game earlier. And this one, after a 29-point first quarter, the Bulldogs trying to make it stand up. Shane, since that 29-point quarter, the Bulldogs have scored 23 in the next 2.5, but they still lead by a dozen. Sandhills Thedford basketball with 4:06 to play. Inbound into the backcourt to freshman Carter Anderson. Anderson against Kenny, poked away by Morgan. Boy, quick hands. Here's Tehan out on the wing. Skip pass to Robinson. Robinson penetrates baseline. Tough shot. That's short. Good defense and a rebound for Jacob Ortner. Here is Morgan Kenny. Throws it ahead to Salzman. Oh, Ortner was open underneath. Salzman drive, pulls up on the baseline. Shot won't go, but the rebound down to Witten Painter. Shot clock does not reset. Painter gets stopped, needs some help, and a timeout taken by Coach Jake Nelson as Painter had nowhere to go with it, was needing somebody to cut and help him out. So Jake Nelson takes a timeout. That leaves each team with 2. With 3:29 to play, Bulldogs will have 15 seconds on the shot clock when we come back. Ainsworth leading 52-40.
Join those who have not only found relief from pain, but a pathway to wellness with Finish Line Chiropractic. They're proud to offer software tissue regeneration at the O'Neill office and in Bassett at the Rock County Hospital on Tuesdays. For appointments, go to finishlinehealth.com.
Buckley Steel of Ainsworth, Grain System Construction, Millwright Services, dryer repair and support, crane and bucket truck services, and design planning. Consulting from the respected leader in the ag industry, Buckley Steel, 387-0347.
Welcome you back on KBRB AM 14, FM 106.3, the web, kbrb.net, and on the Ainsworth Community Schools live stream of this fun matchup. Ainsworth and Sandhills Thedford. Bulldogs got out to that just pyrotechnic start with a 29-point first quarter. Sandhills Thedford has just been climbing the mountain the rest of the way. How close was it, Shane, at one point? Was it 10 as close as it's been? Or was it down to 8? Catch and shoot three on the inbound. Painter in and out and back in again. 30 for Painter in his ninth three. He's one away from tying a school record. What a shot. That one halfway down, swirled back out, and then still fell. The lead back to 15. Painter's ninth made three of the game. On the wing, Tehan. Precious seconds ticking away. Hall in the mid-range. Pull up 10-footer, no. Tries to follow it. Painter down with his ninth board. I'd say Witten might be angling for a performer of the game tonight.
I'd really like to see him get that
10-3.
Yes.
Gets it back to him, and he nearly did the splits as his foot slipped. He saves it to Salzman. Bulldogs could probably be well suited to work on the clock a little bit. 15 on the shot clock. Kinney turns the corner. Nice find to Fernandez for the finish. Beautiful feed. Morgan Kinney for his fifth assist. 57-40 the lead, back to 17 now for Ainsworth. Anderson in the corner, brings it up top to Tehan, 2:20 to go. The Bulldogs look like they're going to pick up a home victory, maybe their first of the season at home. Their other wins have been on the road, a miss, and there's a 10th rebound for Painter. Give him a double-double. Now you got to find him for that school record-tying 10th three. Bulldogs will work on the clock as we'll go under 2 minutes on this possession. Kinney spins back outside against Tehan. Still keeps it, gets some space, gets it to Fernandez. 15 on the clock. Hakey trying to attack Fernandez. Gets it off to Painter. Right there is Anderson. And Witten loses it off his leg, and it goes out of bounds to the Knights.
Gonna see Stradel check back in here.
Out will go Ortner, huh?
Ortner come in, get some pretty good minutes there. Knocked down a bucket, pulled down a couple rebounds.
Sandhills Thedford basketball down by 17 with 100 seconds remaining. Bulldogs, short of a major collapse, are going to pick up win number 4 on the year. And the way they're playing tonight, look out sub-district. You've got North Central, Niobrara, Verdigris, and Boyd County. Bulldogs will likely be at worst the 3 seed in that sub. Had a foul on an entry pass.
Salzman going to pick up the foul there.
Ryan's second, just the third foul on Ainsworth. Fresh shot clock with 1:32 to play, and the Bulldogs up 17. Catch and shoot three. Hakey good in the right corner. Boy, Brady Hakey, 11 of his 13 in the second half. That's just the third made three for Sandhills Thedford as a team. They're 6 away from matching Witten's total.
I think Witten had 3 made threes in about the first 82 seconds.
I think that's about right. How about a 30-point night for Witten Painter of the 57 Bulldog points? Stradel has 15. And Ainsworth with a 14-point lead late with 1:27 to go.
Rural health care from Rural Roots. Better health care for your family from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sandhills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
When you need to find a thought at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in the contract and roll off.
Ainsworth Auto Parts Parkwest Store, East Highway 20 in Ainsworth. Great people, great products, great prices.
Well, it's been a fun basketball game, 57-43. Bulldogs by 14 with 1:27 to go. As the Bulldogs looking for win number 4, and I believe their other 3 wins have all come on the road. So looking for their first one in McAndrew Gymnasium this year.
Well, that's fun.
Ainsworth against the full court press, gets it to Fernandez, gets it back to Schradel. Bulldogs break it well. And Ainsworth can go to work on the clock. They try to double team Kinney, still 19 on the clock. Out to Fernandez. Ainsworth just fine with working shot clock here. Still 12 on it. See if they can find a little action to get Painter another chance for that game, single game tying three-point attempt. Salzman to Fernandez, takes a three, right corner, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Schradel loses it, kicks it, it's still loose. Out of bounds to the Bulldogs. How about Schradel with a rebound? It got knocked away from him. He went to the deck. Ball got kicked around. Last touch by Robinson. Ainsworth gets a fresh 35.
47.6 seconds to go here in this ball game.
Schradel to inbound. Finds it to Fernandez. Fernandez content to just work on that clock. Backs it out on Hakey. Now penetrates, gets it to Schradel. See if they can find a shot at the end of the clock for Painter. No, instead a wild shot that goes in for Schradel in the and one. Logan punctuates the game for the Bulldogs, and he'll go to the line for the and one.
That foul did go on Aidenholm. First free throw attempt in the second half for the Bulldogs. The Knights have only been there once.
Yeah, one shot. Yep. We're gonna. Not two, just one, and one. The shot was good. 59-43 Bulldogs. And Ainsworth going to bring some players in. Should the free throw be made, which it is. Schradel. That's a good night for Logan. It's kind of a complimentary night. It's hard to say 18 points is a complimentary night, but when you got a kid with 9 threes and 30, they're going to keep Witten out there, but you bring three freshmen back into the game.
Bear Ray into the game, Jacob Ortner and Jackson Rucker back in.
Sandhills Thedford makes a line change with 32 seconds left.
Now we got Zane Evans along with Graham Deuster checking in for the Bulldogs.
So 5 freshmen out on the floor for Ainsworth. 32 seconds to go. We see Cooksley back in along with Goshorn. Aaron Hall out there, Carter Anderson. And back in is Tate Johnston. There's a shot. Was that a shot or just a pass knocked out of bounds?
Pass.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at roster there quickly. Stays with Sandhills Thedford. Pass knocked out of bounds on the far side. Night basketball. Sandhills Thedford will drop to 8 and 12. Bulldogs will improve to 4 and 10. Here's Cooksley, gets it into the corner to Johnston. 15 seconds to go. Here's Goshorn, tries to drive, can't get a three away. Up top to Anderson. Anderson pull-up jumper is good. Carter's had a nice game off the bench, 5 points, several rebounds. Bear Ray has it poked away from behind and into the hands of Sandhills Thedford, and that will close it out. A home win for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. McAndrew Gymnasium on 9 made three-point shots by junior Witten Painter. He puts in 30 tonight, 18 from Logan Schradel. The Bulldogs 60-45 get the win over Sandhills Thedford, and that is a season high in points for Ainsworth. They scored 59 in a win over Windside in the Summerland Holiday Tournament. They put up 60 tonight to win by 15 over the Knights. We'll come back with our Tri-County Bank into the game summary. Buckles Automotive post-game show after these messages.
Healthy cattle are the foundation of a healthy food supply. Consistent growth has allowed Bijot Feedlot to build trust with their customers, providing them with the ease of knowing their cattle are in great hands. Let Bijot Feedlot of Ainsworth guide you in your cattle feeding and agricultural endeavors.
Ainsworth Vision Clinic, Dr. Kathy Heinrich serves this area with complete professional eye care. Vision care is available now from 8 a.m.